Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for another day of Lads Plus Season 2 group stage action. We are a little bit late to the action, 18 minutes late, but what can you do sometimes? But somebody who was on time, and I'm happy to be joined by today, is my good friend, Lads player aficionado, also Lads Plus player, Andybendy Dota. How are you this fine evening?
Good. I wouldn't have called the evening, more the afternoon, but sure. I'm
It's
good.
it's a force of habit to be fair, because usually I'm casting in the
Yeah.
evening. The sun is down. The sun is
Yeah, yeah,
currently
yeah.
up. I have a window cracked. I'm seeing a sun in my room right now. It's
Let,
beautiful.
let,
But
us call it the evening just for continuity's sake.
thank you, thank you. But we do have some
Um, I
some
want to point out which
go
of these flags do you think are better?
uh probably the dire side one because like more of the concept is in the frame. The problem is neither of the two team captains actually like formatted their image properly, so it's like half an image.
I think it's shame. I think the one on I think Radiance would look really cool if I could see all of it.
It would, but the most important part of that image is the right part of the image. And it's all missing. That's the problem there. So
Bad times.
speaking of the teams behind the banners though, on the Radiant side we've got Buff Buddies, captained by Buffles. Surprise, surprise on that one. Main player you're looking at there, the main sort of bringing the fans in player, of course, is Rojo Fireflu, professional middle lane player, Lads Plus champion already. Very good. He won last season Lads Plus, right?
Sure. I don't
I should
remember.
know this. I casted the finals. I should know this, but he is here. Meanwhile, on the dire side is the Church of Carl Deakins, who I got to cast a good bit of yesterday. They had a somewhat shaky first day. They went 1-3, but they had some signs of life. I thought Cole had a very strong day as well. So let's see if the Church of Carl Deacons can take the momentum from their win against Logical's team in Game 2 of their series and bring that into a strong first series today.
I talked a little bit to Hobbs. They said they might have a better idea of whether like they were kind of learning how to play as they were going.
And that
I feel like this will be a 1-1 series. Um, the, I'm a little confused by Buff Buddies. I think they still don't have their full lineup. I don't know who Kukaracha is, but I don't think Tia is on their actual full lineup.
now Tia is not on their full lineup.
So like
Kuko,
I don't really know how. I mean, I think the core of people who are there, like I think they'll like like yeah.
so they've got their cores. Kukaracha is Aurora, aka Big Dave. He's on the roster,
That's Big Dave. Oh my god.
but they're missing Turkey, who is being replaced
Okay.
for this game by possibly the whole series by Tia. So yeah.
Okay, so they're only missing one. They only have one stand in this series. Okay, they've made progress since their last series. Um,
I heard about the drama regarding that one yesterday.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like this will be a 1-1. Maybe I'll be wrong. Um, yeah, because this kind of it's kind of or Radiant's like first time playing together like with their full lineup. I think. Well, almost full lineup, I guess.
One step at a
Lion
time.
Veno. I'm a little surprised. Oh, actually, wait, isn't 80 the big Veno player?
Yeah, I remember someone posted a screenshot. He had like 80 Venom games in the last week or something crazy like that, or maybe it
I
was
was
in a month.
I was gonna say it seems kind of weird to open Veno, especially against like Lion, because it's not even like a melee hero. So I feel like Veno in the game is really good against melee heroes. Although Veno seems fine in lane against Lion. It's like one of the heroes you could probably like with the right hero you could run them down real easily. But they're probably just picking it for the sake of 80, where it's like his hero kind of.
And odds are at some point Radiant will select a melee hero, and then when that time comes, then you've got the Venom ready to go.
Yeah, yeah. Mm,
And then I'm looking at bans, nothing too shocking there, really. I mean, Dragon Knight, Nyx, Furion, Tide, Faceless Void, Doombringer, Venge, Wyvern, Timbersaw, Meepo. A couple of respect bans in there, but overall, just good heroes being banned out.
I never really think of Rojo as a big Meepo player. Not that he can't be Meepo, but like I just like I don't think Rojo's like spamming Meepo. I don't go. Even my team banned it against me yesterday, but like I don't think even Rojo would say himself that he's a Meepo player. Okay, this is surely the offline duo, right?
Almost certainly, almost certainly.
I like it, but I don't love it. I don't really love that Hobbs first picked their hero, but there was a lot of offlane bans. So maybe there's just not a lot of heroes left. Because there's already what Dragon Knight, Tide already banned. Timbersaw was already banned. Doom was already banned.
It actually is
Oh,
possible we will see a different 4 hero actually because 80's been playing 5 for this team, and if he's playing Venom in the safe lane, then there'll be a different 4 in the offlane stall.
10 seconds remaining.
And surely you would want a different 4 into Luna than Venom, right?
Remaining.
surely you'd want a different 4 than Luna into Veno. Um, hmm. Question, Peter Roblo.
I'm not really a huge Venom Luna expert, so I could be completely wrong. But if I were playing Luna, I'd be like, yeah, I'm a fast hero. I can walk away. I'm chilling. Especially with the lion in your lane, get a stun up, sort of wait out some of that gale time. Not that bad.
Yeah, I don't. I think Luna is a little more fragile than you'd want against Veno. Like if the lane is, I mean, it's like if the wave is always near your tower, you're gonna have a great time, and if the wave ever leaves like too far, like you're actually like pretty spooked out, pretty scared.
All right, I have a solution to the problem, Andy.
Okay.
Gauntlets of Strength.
Oh my god, the legendary Luna Gauntlet of Strength build.
I mean, more
Rubik.
more
It seems
seriously,
like a pretty good Rubik game. Oh wait, I guess this is probably their support duo. I don't think Cole's gonna be playing Rubik mid.
yeah, I think it is. I think it's Rubik 4, Veto 5. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a good Rubik game. Um, like you know, great spells just from the
10
supports
seconds
alone. They're
remaining.
kind of easy to steal.
5 seconds
And any of
remaining.
these lion spells could be really powerful this game.
Oh, I wonder if stealing Lion's like mana suck is actually really good because you have like kind of insane cast range for Rubik. You know, like yeah,
If you got the shard as well, I think it still gives you the lion mana drain on it as well. So you have the triple, or not triple, like the magic immune sort of
Radiant
yeah,
mana drain.
exactly. Uh, I wonder who's playing that. I don't really know Bloom and Cold Hero Pool super well. I wonder if it's a flex or if because I don't think that I think Hobbs will stay at Centaur. So is that a flex or is that just one of them?
10 seconds remaining.
Good news, they played this hero on this team yesterday, and I'm now
5
looking up who
seconds
played it,
remaining.
and then I'll be able to figure out who played this.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's go look this up, shall we? Okay, we need to go find Windrunner. Alright, for whatever reason, I am not getting good results from Dota Buff right now. This is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Okay, I may be mixing up my series, Andy, so I apologize for lying to the viewers.
That's okay. I think we can get through it together.
What can you do? I'm just going to assume it's the carry. We've been seeing a lot more of this hero played carry recently rather than mid. When you think about the sort of geometry in the safe lane, and there's a lot of trees to work with, a lot of powerful possibilities there. Mid lane, a lot of trees to work with, lots of opportunities to really. Because you're playing with these sort of long range, good attack animation carries. It's really powerful in the 2v2.
Radiant team back.
Yeah. Legion. Wonder. Hmm.
Team back.
To be honest, I feel a little confused by the Legion pick. Um, like, because it's I don't think it'll be laning against the Veno.
I
I
think it
don't
will be
think.
actually. I think it will be
Well,
late Savannah.
but I'm sure like if I was Veno, right, and this like because like Veno and Rubik are both kind of like range like supports, like I would just swap the lanes around. You know, like if I like I don't know. To me, I would just swap the lanes if I was them.
Maybe actually, maybe. I'm not sure how flexible. I mean, it's 5-4. It's not too hard to flex between 5-4, but we'll have to see if Dops and 80 end up swapping it out in that sense.
Yeah, that's true.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
we'll see. We'll see.
Even then, though,
Um,
Rubik Windrunner into Legion Tusk doesn't feel that great for Rubik Windrunner, even though you're playing double range and double melee. It's not,
Radiant
I don't think
team
Rubik does that
back.
well in that lane, does he?
um, we were big into the offlane.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. I feel like Rubick is like I don't think it's that bad.
10 seconds
Like
remaining.
it's just like I would just kind of think it's like whatever, I guess.
5 seconds remaining.
That's fair. That's fair. And luckily
Most
for
most
us,
of the time I don't, but most of the time I feel like Rubick is not like a hero you're picking for lane. I'm trying to think of what heroes like Rubick's good against in lane.
Radiant team pick.
Maybe PL.
that's fair.
There's not a lot of heroes where I'm like yeah, Rubick's gonna own the lane. Maybe I guess heroes that you can disjoint their stuff with your first spell. It's like one of the better disjoints because it's instant cast and like long range.
10 seconds remaining.
And Rubik trades pretty well in like sort of like low
Oh,
damage.
they kind of need a Rojo here on Blood Fighties, don't they?
Seconds remaining.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, this is unless for whatever reason Rojo wants to go something really wild, they're picking a Rojo hero here. I'm sure Rojo can play some Tusk mid.
Maybe it'll be a spirit game. All the spirits just on the pool, right?
Yeah, this is true. I mean, they're literally all in the pool. He does play, I think, literally all of them pretty well. So
Yeah. Because like, well, I mean, they have some good stuns.
Team pick.
There's some good stuns, I guess.
Oh.
Wow.
all right, they have picked Pain Spirits, and she will be very good for Rojo.
Pain spirit.
It's true, no?
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
It's not all that much reserve time for Dire to consider their options. Again, the spirits are available, Puck's available. They can go a number of different directions. They can put the winner in as well, potentially. It'll be Konica, though. So, see, you know what? I'm just going to go with this tanky hero. That's
I don't
not
really
gonna
like-
take damage.
Oh, we were talking about this straight. I don't really like playing Kunkka into Tusk. Like Kunkka's like so easy to kind of like control when you have like new Tusk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. Well, trying to think. I feel like I don't love Kunkka. They already have Tusk too. Like they have like actually pretty good save against Kunkka. You know.
Yeah.
They have yeah. I mean, I think it could be really good because early on, especially, it can be kind of hard to save everybody before you have a blink dagger or a force staff to get in position. So and it boat on any of these heroes, on any of these X boat onto any of these raiding heroes is really good. So early on, I think it'll be really useful. But if it doesn't do, I feel like if it doesn't do a ton early, it's gonna feel kind of bad. They have a lot of good ways of controlling the Kunkka, and they have a lot of ways of saving from Kunkka. So it's what's he gonna do later in the game?
I guess the idea is more you get that relatively early lead before, you know, Queen of Pain and Luna have defensive items. You're relying on good team play to get out of it. I'm sure if it goes super late, then this Radiant team will just absolutely own. But if Cole can get a good start in the lane against Rojo and then, you know, bring that into the side lanes, really get some momentum, then we're talking a way to sort of bleed out buff buddies here.
Yeah. I know Wind Ranger and what's the hero's name? Luna are pretty popular in the patch, but I have no idea how their matchup goes really. I would figure as the game goes later and later, you're not really good at buying evasion, because I don't. Well, I guess you could just buy them. Could be. Maybe I'm coping actually for me. I was gonna say I feel like maybe it's Luna favored, but Luna's kind of squishy and Wind is kind of good at getting on Luna. So maybe it's kind of pretty decent for Luna or decent for Wind as the game goes on.
Try harder.
You're one of the better heroes at killing Luna probably. You just pop your BKB and ult.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Prepare.
I don't have anybody muted, do I?
I have probably a lot of people. Actually, do I have 0 people mute?
I'm always
That's
a little
crazy.
bit afraid that I got somebody muted in some of these games, so I'm missing all chat. But nope, I got nobody muted. We're good. If you are,
Oh,
just
okay.
you got someone muted.
No, you go. You go. Ignore me.
Oh no, we gotta pause. You can go.
Oh, because we're not watching Doug TV, I can't just watch mid. I have to move my camera.
It's okay. You can put the camera mid, and then
I'm
just,
putting the camera mid and I'm watching.
yeah, you
mid.
can just take your hands off the
I'll
keyboard.
keep you updated on mid badger. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, I don't like watching Legion Commander, and I don't like watching Centaur. I don't mind I don't have any problems against the heroes, but I don't like watching them. It's boring to me.
It's one of those things where a lot of time with the way I've been approaching camera work recently is I've been watching the first 2 or 3 waves of mid and then just never going back until the runes start spawning. So,
I mean that doesn't sound that bad.
which I mean it makes sense given there's only 1/5 of the heroes in the mid lane. You can give it about 1/5 of your attention.
There's also a lot of regen nowadays on mid. with the water and stuff, you know.
It's like those first 2-3 waves where you can really. I know I mentioned it probably every other cast I do, but that's one thing that Logic will really emphasize with me. Is like first 3 waves. How it's gonna go is a really good sign of how the lane's gonna go, how skilled your mid laners, this sort of thing. So it's always good to see that initial onset in a lane like this. Actually, I mean, again, look at the damage. Cole's a little bit more damage, but not that much more damage.
I have no clue how that's supposed to go. I'd be lying if I had any idea.
I'm guessing it's fine for both of them, right? I'm sure Rojo will just hit the Kunkka, and Kunkka will not care because he's playing Kunkka.
Yeah, I don't. I wonder, like, is he gonna go? I wonder if Rojo's gonna max Q, or if, if he's just gonna like, just like, I'm really, I'm super curious. Because I don't think I'm very good at like, I don't think I'm very good at this matchup as Kunkka, and I don't think I'm very good at Clop. So
He could potentially go like 2 points dagger, max scream, 1 point blink, maybe sort of situation.
yeah, I haven't played Clop in a while. I don't know how often people are like putting a lot of points into Dagger nowadays.
I've been seeing more and more 3 points dagger and 4 points dagger. I've actually seen me getting a lot of 3 points dagger from Queen of Pains, but I mean, it's one of those things. Whatever Rojo does, we just kind of have to trust his judgment on it because he's better at mid than we are. So yeah, if you are just joining us, welcome to Game Number 1 of a 2-game series between the Buff Buddies on the Radiant side, who have a stand-in. We have Tia standing and playing the Lion, taking on the Church of Carl Deakins on the Dire side. My name's Badger. I'm joined by Andybendy, and hopefully we're in for a good game.
What Badger said. All this, no clear there's gonna be any shenanigans unless the teams leave their fortified little
30
positions.
seconds to battle.
I feel like bot lane, bot lane is gonna be kind of like. I feel like it's not gonna go even. I feel like one side is gonna win really hard. I think both sides could win. I think if they got the wave into a good spot on Dire, then they could like run down Luna. And I think if they don't get the wave in a good spot,
The battle begins.
oh, I mean, actually, let's be honest. Actually, if it's a Rubik ball, I change my mind. Oh, never mind. I feel like Lane will not be as volatile anymore now.
Wait, is the Watcher bug back again? They keep talking about the Watchers.
I don't know what the Watcher bug is.
You used to like ping the Watcher, but you couldn't see in the fog and like tell you information if it's been taken or not.
Oh, I know they fixed it a while ago, right?
I thought they did, but they both teams correctly mentioned a Watcher they had no vision on being taken, so.
Huh.
So maybe the bug is back, we don't even know anymore. We're in a bot lane, a bit of a brawl going on right now. Aurora and Hobbs, both quite low. Legacy half HP as well, but nobody's dead quite yet.
They're trading really hard down bot.
Yeah.
Aggressive gameplay.
Yeah, Luna is actually a bit of danger right now. Blood Grenade has been used. Legacy's on the run. Fate Bolt is up, and First Blood is drawn by Dops32. Bringing down the Luna. That is not what you want on a hero like Luna. No siree.
No.
Meanwhile, into the top lane. We have both supports incredibly low. Tia will end up taking down to that Venomous Gale, and now Bloom turns to Buffles. Buffles will not die, but again, fantastic trade for that Windrunner Venom, just favorably trading in that lane as well. So both side lanes are going the way of the Dire so far.
I think it's gonna be, or like, I think if Centaur's winning this lane early, by the way, it's gonna like and keeps winning, it's gonna be really good. It's a little early to call anything, but like, I think this is a lane where Luna should try to win like before Centaur gets like a ton of armor and health regen. Because at that point, like the Centaur is like gonna be taking like zero damage. Yeah, but it's a little early to say the lane's like over by any means. To be clear.
Absolutely, but it's certainly a good start.
Yeah.
So, I guess actually, despite the kill top lane, Legion is CSing quite well. Buffles is 9-0 versus Bloom's 5-0. And the Gale was missed by 80, so that's a little bit unfortunate there.
A lot of denies on mid. It's four denies to do this hero on Quap versus Kunkka.
It's one of those things where it's not all that shocking given it is Mr. Rojo Fireflu in the mid lane. He is the best mid laner in the
Yeah.
tournament as far as I know, so...
Whoa, you don't know about. You don't know what's going.
Radiant's courier
We're sending Sauce mid one game. Don't worry, man. Sauce is supposed to do something. He's taken 2 points and dagger, and he does
Wait a
seem to be
minute.
kind of.
Look bottom. He clipped the Luna.
Oh my god.
It's TP away. And now if they go on Luna dies. It is just game over for Legacy.
Luna, that's like not that much mana either. Like that's pretty bad. It's been a while since I saw somebody get clipped.
I think Dops unironically might have clipped somebody yesterday too, because there was some clipping yesterday. I forget who did it, and it might have been Dops. That's the hard part when you cast 7 games in one day is you start mixing up what happens in the 7 games. You're like, yes, this thing was on my screen, but when did it happen? Was it 2 p.m.? Was it 9 p.m.? I don't know. It's impossible to tell sometimes. Bot lane, one more big brawl breaking out. A lot of very low heroes in here. Centaur is low. Tusk is low. But nobody will die for the time being. Again, that's a pretty good trade there for Legacy. That's a very low Centaur. But no kill going either way yet.
Mid was like kind of even, and now mid's kind of getting crushed. Like Cole's gotten like so few creeps in the last like 2 waves. Yeah. Oh my god, wait, where's a blood grenade? That's kind of cheeky.
Yeah, perhaps looking to, again, he got the 3 points of dagger. Just killed that 3rd point now, so yeah, a little bit extra damage just to run down the Kunkka potentially.
Yeah. I mean, no matter how bad this lane goes, if they rotate supports over, I guess their supports are not the best at killing him, to be honest. Like, if he has a raindrops and he gets voted, I don't know if he's gonna die after, because, like, Venom crowd control is kind of bad against Quap. And then he's...
You saw that, right?
That was pretty good by Cole.
The X Mark play away, yeah?
Yeah, that was pretty clean by Cole, to be honest. That was pretty good. He even bought a salve too. Like I think that was a really good play by Cole.
Rojo really wanted that. He even threw the blood grenade out just for a little bit extra damage, but that's not gonna work, Rojo. And he had to have known that as well. Sometimes you're angry, you just want the Kunkka to die.
I don't like how Cole has the Royal Strike tag while he's playing on like buff, like whatever the team name is. It's Church of Carl Deakins. So that's a little like you can't have a different team tag on your team, you know.
You should have seen it yesterday. He was playing against Royal Star. Top lane, Buffles is in danger. He'll pop the stick, trying to fight with the last of his life, but it's a good 2-man shackle from Bloom. They'll head to Tia. Tia should be dead as well. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Aurora goes down. So across the map, 3 kills, all in favor of the Church of Carl Deakins. And again, Hobbs and Dops want 1 more kill. There's Fable up on Rubik, but Legacy's a little bit too fast. Yeah, I mentioned, you should have seen it yesterday. It was Cole playing against Royal Star with the Royal Star tag. That was something else.
Okay, that's messed up.
I'm just sitting there like, huh, a little bit odd. That feels a little bit odd over there.
Bloom is a lot of nice too, actually. Bloom was doing pretty good. Bloom has a lot of denies. Did boots him Crow? Yeah, he does. Oh, there's a boat coming in mid.
Yeah, boat will hit Rojo. Rojo blinks to the east towards the Rubik. Rubik lifts him back towards Cole. Rojo has blink again in 6. I'm not sure if he can live for 6, and he will not. Right click down by the Rubik. Rubik has now been involved in 3 kills. He's 2-0-1. That's a... He's actually has a higher net worth than Cole right now. Oh no. It's good for Rubik. Bad for Cole.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe it's good for both. Maybe Rubik's just really farmed.
See, the more I look at it, it's definitely just Rubik being very farmed. He's neck and neck with the Legion Commander and the Kunkka, and the Luna for that matter. He's just that farmed on Rubik.
Yeah, Rubik's definitely up there.
I remember yesterday, Neff was talking Dops up a lot. And it seemed like Neff was correct for talking Dops up.
I don't know who they are, but I'm sure they're great.
He's a Rubik player, and he's...
Well,
he's
yeah,
old
I mean,
again.
aside from being in the game playing Rubik, I don't like ever talk to them or anything.
I've seen, this is my 4th game casting him, and he's been pretty good in all the games.
Interesting how you casted this many of their games with none of ours. Interesting.
That's not my fault. I was assigned games. Or the top lane, Buffles is in danger. Lion's Son misses from Tia. However, Bloom is low on mana. He can't perhaps wand and power shots. In comes Aurora, backing up his team. Power shot brings down Tia. Now Aurora has been slowed by 80. Again, they're just right-clicking down the Tusk, slowly and surely. He's purged by Buffles, but Buffles out revealed his location. Bloom goes for a more important kill and gets a double kill on the Legion Commander. Oh no, Bloom is now 4-0-1. And that is a fantastic start on this Windrunner. That's absurd.
Yeah. This Windrunner hero seems good.
Yeah, I agree.
We played it yesterday. Or actually, I guess I played it.
How'd it
Actually,
go?
I played it against Rojo. Wow, things are coming full circle.
Speaking of Rojo, blink in Sonic Wave looking for Dops. Dops is dropped, not dead quite yet. The dagger is on him. He'll use the wand. Blood Grenade should finish the job. Lift. Buying a little bit of time for Cole to hit, but Rojo can blink away once again. In comes Aurora, backing up the Queen of Pain. The Torrent will miss. Shards will also miss. Stampede was used. Rojo's still trying to fight. Use the dagger. X-Mark. Bolt around the lane. Meanwhile, bot lane. Legacy goes down. Meanwhile, top lane. Buffles goes down. Back to the mid lane. Rojo is dead. Now Cole's fighting with Aurora. Aurora knows he cannot finish this kill. Torrents will hit perfect from
God,
Cole.
cool.
Breaking ankles, breaking the hearts of the side of the Radiant of Buff Buddies. And look at the kill score. It's 12-1, Andy. This is an absolute slaughter.
That was pretty cool. I got nothing to say other than that was pretty cool.
And you mentioned during the draft a quote from Hobbs that this team will be ready to play a different style today. Knows how to play Dota together now. And so far, this has been absolutely true.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. It kind of looks like all their lanes won. I mean, Cole was losing, to be fair, until he wasn't, but yeah. I kind of won all their lanes.
The thing is, if you do this decently into Rojo mid and you win the other two lanes, that's all you can ask for. That's literally all you can ask for.
Okay, I mean, yesterday they didn't have like the full roster by any means, but I felt like yesterday was kind of like the Rojo show, where Rojo wasn't going hard. If Rojo was not 1v9 in the game, they were losing. But I guess it was A, only one game, and B, it was not their full lineup, so like maybe things will change today, you know?
Andy, look at that dire side ward mid lane. This is so tragic. Look where the D ward range. Look where the Sentry ward ranges. Radiant Sentry ward from Aurora.
Oh, does it see it? Oh, it doesn't see it. Oh,
It's so close.
Yeah, it is.
And again, you know what I say. Dota is a game of inches away from getting that D award. Either way, though, Hobbs has a blink dagger on the courier, stomps and walks away from Aurora. Meanwhile, Radiant focuses the soft target Dops. Stampede was used to buy space for the root to walk away. In comes 80 from the south side, going in for Aurora. And at this point, Legacy dies as well. Top lane, dove by Bloom. Back to bot lane. Hobbs is still fighting. Aurora's low. Bumps with 2-man hook stop from the Centaur Warrunner. Rojo arrives, bringing down one, but needs to bring down more. He blinks in, but he's low on mana. He'll dagger. He's right-clicking. He kills him. A double kill for Rojo Fire Flu. But it's again, across the map, it's still very good for the Church of Carl Deakins. A 4-for-2, and importantly, during all that commotion bottom, the Luna, who tried to rotate top lane for some farm, was simply dove and brought down by Bloom.
Based by Bloom. Based. I know the game is going really, really well for Dire, but I could see Radiant like when you don't have heroes that farm the fastest, like Dire does not have that fast farmers compared to like Luna. Like if you start like over rotating and making like a ton of bad rotations, it's really easy for like heroes like Luna to come back into the game. So I know the game looks kind of tough, but I could definitely see like some of the over rotations, some like messed up dives, and then suddenly like this Luna is like a problem again. They have a pretty good lineup to protect this Luna. They have Legion, they have Tusk.
It seems like the Church of Carl Deakins are insistent on ruining this Luna's game. Like, again, they're looking at this mid T1 tower. It is denied by Rojo, but with that mid T1 dead, again, you start maneuvering to this tri-camp a lot more easily. Speaking of Luna and Tusk are top lane interacting with Bloom. Snowball will dodge out that power shot. Aurora will Walrus punch up the wind, but again, with that focus fire maelstrom damage, that is one dead Tusk. Legacy and Tia are there. We do see Legion go through the Twin Gate. It's a 4v1 against Bloom. If Bloom escapes this, there's no way he escapes this, I don't think, but if he does, it's an absolute disaster.
This
Rojo has the dagger. There's Windrun again in 2. Duel will be in range quite soon, and there will be the duel. Duel is 1. The kill goes to probably Rojo. It's actually not even a duel win. It's still a kill for Rojo, but it's not even a duel win.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I know this kind of worked out, but I don't really like that Legacy's like top. I mean, maybe he needs to be to take the tower. I don't know, but like, I feel like he needs to, this guy needs to be. I feel like this guy needs to be Bryce. I feel like Legacy is his whole team's hope. You know, like
Absolutely.
because Legion does not farm fast in the jungle, and they're like so incredibly behind. And then Pop like does not also like farm that fast in the jungle, so it's like, yeah. I want Legacy to go. I don't think Legacy should try to push top. Legacy doesn't need an ult, Legacy's like Legacy has the farming build where it's like 1 point Q, 0 points ult. I think Legacy needs to go like through. I don't think he should be in the triangle, to be honest. I think he should be bottom farming the he should put a ward up for himself or just farm bottom. Yeah. I'm kind of worried that they're not gonna get a lot of net worth.
It's one of those things where if he does go bottom again, he's missing his T1 bot, and the Dire have warded this Radiant side jungle. So if he moves there again, look at this coverage: 1 ward and the Watcher and the 2nd ward. This is fantastic coverage. They will see him rotate from west to east here. So again, I guess he's just kind of forced to play top, and I mean it's not a perfect spot to be, but there are not Dire heroes top right now.
Legion's not gonna have Blink for a really long time. Legion's like almost at Blade Mail. Like it's like 14 minutes. Like their Blink is gonna be like 20 minutes. I feel like plus. I don't know. Yeah.
Again, by comparison, Hobbs has had this Blink for a while. Not only is there a Blink dagger on Centaur, it's a Veil of Discord on Centaur.
My God, Bloomley's rushing a Lincolns. I can't tell if I like it or not. It's kind of cool though, I guess. There is a lot of good spells to Lincolns.
This is true. I mean, Lion, Hex, and Duel come to mind. Speaking of mid lane, Cole is going to X-Mark himself back away from the danger. Rojo, I think, went for the Yule. I didn't see the beginning of that. I'm guessing Rojo went for the Yule to try to stop the X-Mark play.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I checked, and at first he had Whisperblade queued up, and I think after he died a couple times, he was playing okay, I'm gonna get Yules. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back in 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, as it currently stands, it's still a relatively stable game state. This sort of 5k net worth lead for the Church of Carl Deakins has been there for a while. Yeah, it's very, very stable, which, if you are a fan of buff buddies, is a good thing, because a 5k net worth lead at minute 10 is a lot more powerful than a 5k net worth lead at minute 15. And they're buying time for Legacy to recover, though he is not even close to recovering quite yet. Aurora, that's a very bold ward to put up there. They'll get dewarded, but that could have easily cost him his life. In the mid lane, there is Torrent after the Yules. Good read there from Cole on the on Rojo's counterplay, but without more follow-up, it's more of a haha, I've outplayed you thing, more than haha, you're actually going to die thing. Bot lane, Bloom looks for a solo kill. He sees Lion, Shackle, Focus Fire. There will be a Hex. I believe Lunar needs 2 more hits here to finish the kill, but there is no backup on the way, and that will be the finished kill. Stampede was used by Hobbs, not that it was necessarily needed, but again, 1 more kill for Bloom. He's 9-1-1 on the wind. Seems like the Church of Carl Deakins will look to apply pressure. Top lane is a very low tier 1 right now. Siege unit is hitting it. Big Date is defending it, but if the Dire want to commit, there are 3 heroes in the vicinity. But for now, they're going to actually let Legacy defend it. We see a lot of contesting of this little high ground area here. It's a bit of a war of D-wards, I should say, but so far there's not been either team. Radiant's self-controller, so it's fine for either team, I guess.
It's really tough when you haven't broken tier 1 this late. It's so hard to farm. I really feel bad. It is so hard to farm when you don't have breaking tier 1. Yeah. I don't even know how they break the tier 1 though, to be honest.
I feel like you have to commit, but if you commit, you're just not farming the map that well. So I guess there's no perfect.
Well, I don't even know how they could this Centaur if this Centaur is top,
we're seeing it right now. They're going to attempt it anyway. Speaking of Centaur, Centaur is on the way. Dops is already dead. Aurora will snowball in. Centaur has Blink cancel thanks to, I believe, the Sonic Wave damage. Blink Hoof Stomp is there on Tusk. Tusk certainly will fall. But Cole and Bloom want more. They'll go for Tia. Tia, it gets absolutely annihilated. And That will end up being a 2-for-1, a Rubik for a Lion and Tusk. And with those deaths, that will certainly mean this top T1 gets broken, which means, again, Dire will have taken all 3 T1s. Radiant, none of the Dire side ones. So this entire area of the map is just getting a lot darker really fast.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
On the bright side, oh, is Legion not going for a Blink Dagger? Oh my god. I'm a little worried. Well,
Yeah, me too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. I mean, it's really tough to be done. They're really quite poor. Yeah.
Looking at Dire Vision, Cole sees Legacy, X-Mark, Torrents. That gives away the Vision, though the Vision would be expiring very soon anyways. It's not a huge deal. And they'll put up a bunch of sentries. They'll actually accidentally find this ward, looking for this ward, which is kind of funny, but that's Dota 2 for you.
It was Dota 2. Alright. What's Legacy's almost got Manta, okay. They can start like cutting waves and stuff with Manta. Rojo's got Kaya going Axe? What is it? Is the Axe still the Q? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Big Dave. Big Dave's almost had a Blink Dagger, okay?
Well, speaking of Big Dave, it's time for him to save if he can, but in trying to save the Lion, he has been caught and brought down. Both Radiant supports dead at the hand of the Church of Carl Deakins, and potentially with that amplified damage rune on Cole, this could be a broken bottom tier 2 tower now.
Yeah. Oh, did he just get nerfed? Doesn't it like? It's just like instead of 100%, it's 80, or it's like
80%. So now it's not called a double damage anymore.
And
Sadly.
it's base damage. It's not total damage, right?
I think it was always base damage.
Oh, was it? Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Are you sure, dude? Really?
I think so. Yeah. Or else,
I guess I'm crazy,
yeah.
Badger.
Is under attack.
or else if you had like DD Rapier, it would just be infinite damage.
Huh. Well, today I learned. I kind of like Cole's build. I like Cole's build a lot, actually.
Radiant's bottom
I like that he's going Ags. I think it's really good into Tusk. It's like kind of hard to like save someone.
is under attack.
You can save people from boat, but you really can't save people from Tidal Storm. Yeah. You can also push. You can if he goes to shard after, you can also you can push people out of
Top tower is under
I'm forgetting the name of the spell.
Duel?
Out of shards. Out of
Oh,
shards.
shards. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't think you could with duel.
Okay,
but-
they're looking for smoke. Okay, Legion actually did buy out a blink instead of going for BKBs. This smoke. This could be pretty good. They found a good target.
I mean, they see the Centaur, but again, that's an easier said than done kill. Instead, they'll run into 80, which is a lower value kill, but a far easier one to get. Benno will get dueled and get killed, but again, in comes Hobbs. 2-man hoof stomp. Does not find Robo, but finds Buffles and Aurora. It certainly will be both of them dead, Buffles and Aurora and the Great. They'll head to Rojo. Rojo has Blink in 1 more second. Rojo, dagger, Sonic waves and blinks away. They'll instead have to turn their attention to the Lion. Lion will be left to die. That is a 3-for-1 so far, but Cole finds Rojo! The Blink was used! The boat hits Cole! A fantastic tier 2 tower dive! Out-reading and out-playing Rojo Fireflu.
I can't even fault them for going for that kind of smoke. Like they really like, yeah. Legacy's kind of getting good farm though. Legacy's catching up slowly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Legacy's coming back to the game.
This is true. But I hate to be a dampener on the Radiant side mood here, but your towers are dying, and at this point, I think Roshan is definitely in the sort of checklist of things to do next for the
Yeah.
Dire.
Actually, if they don't take daytime Rosh, I'll be pretty upset. It's daytime Rosh and they're Dire, and they have Wind Ranger. So like if they don't take daytime Rosh Badger, we can give them an earful.
It seems like the play might just be grab Roshan, head to that tier 2, and then run the sweep. Hunt for Luna. All that fun stuff. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're probably going to lose their Rubik. Blink Dual Blade Mail has been used. The duel is won. That's now the second one duel of the game for Buffles. But in exchange for the duel win, it will be a Roshan take. 2 lives for Bloom, if I had to guess. Could be Cole, potentially, but probably Bloom. Yeah, it'll be Bloom. He's made a swap. So at this point, yeah, we're seeing him run down the bottom lane. As a result, buff buddies will avoid the bottom lane. They're picking out the Twin Gate node, knowing that this Twin Gate play is possible. Looking at Radiant Vision, they see nothing right now. So this Twin Gate is certainly in play as far as Radiant can tell. But if they knew what we knew, they'd say, hey, wait a minute, they're actually here taking this bot T2 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Right, lines are being drawn. Big Dave wants to go top lane, which means potentially we do have a trade of tier 2s brewing. Problem is, you're missing your Luna, and without the Luna, I'm not quite sure how you grab this tower. Speaking of, the Radiant side T2 is literally already dead, so there's not much time to trade. If you go for this trade, there's time for TPs.
I think Dire should have pushed bottom here and forced Radiant TP back bottom. Like when you get Aegis, you shouldn't like run around back to your side of the map, because typically it's better to force them to use their TPs to like go back to base, and then like they're stuck in their base now. Now they're like while they're chasing the heroes from the map, like it gives people time to push up the other waves. Like they make good kills here, but I think it's gonna be kind of bad for their like wasting time on their Aegis.
Yeah, it seems like this Radiant Observer Ward here caught the smoke. I didn't check at the moment if it did catch it, but it seems like it caught it. So in that case, yeah, it was read out. Everyone dodged the smoke quite nicely. And with the failed smoke, there's still a top tier 2 power play to go for, but there are still 5 Radiant heroes to defend. I don't know if they will defend this tier 2. They'll probably just let it die, but if high ground is the name of the game, then that'll be a lot harder to go for now.
Yeah, I mean, they'll say they're not interested in going high ground. They'll say they're just trying to get Tormentors and break all the tier 2s.
Ooh, they found the Lion. Lion was going for a bit of a cheeky play, but instead Hobbs and Dops were there to get a nice little easy.
I think this is really good for Radiant.
Fusion.
They're getting Radiant's getting a lot of money and getting to actually leave their base. Like, it doesn't really like feel like they're 2 minutes Aegis, you know? They actually probably like made more moves on the map as Radiant since like Dire started chasing them around. And they've broken like 1 or 0 towers since they got the Aegis. Like they really have not used the Aegis like that much.
Yeah, only that bottom tier 2. The top tier 2 is still there, and we're already halfway done with the duration, so there's not all that much time left. Sure, you can wait for the second Aegis, but if you do that, you're buying time for Luna to acquire currency, therefore spend it on items. I mean, it's already Manta Mask of Madness BKB. It's going for the Conda as well now.
Like they're actually closing the net worth gap during the other team's Aegis. Like and they're not really getting. Like, now they're finally starting to push, but like, yeah, they actually kind of like lost out on their Aegis so far.
Alright, top tier 2 is finally dead. We may see a trade for the tier 1 bottom. The siege unit is hitting it, but more importantly, we are looking at this high ground situation in the Radiant side top lane. Radiant Glyph that will kill the siege unit, importantly. There is a wave coming in mid, so backdoor will not necessarily be in play, but there will not be creeps to tank the tower, simply level 2 Venom wards. And the push seems relatively weak right now. Again, looking at the Aegis timer, it's only 1 minute 14 seconds right now. Rojo will cut mid. He certainly will get the wave. The question is, can Dire punish? And the answer is absolutely not. He's simply playing Queen of Pain, so he's fine.
Rojo has a tanky children. Or Rojo is tanky, he has a children.
Now Aurora has found 80, but that also means 80 has found Aurora. Cole has the X mark, tidal wave misses, but the kill is still found. Kill secured by the Kunkka. And again, look at Rojo. He's once again cutting this wave. Dire are aware of that, and Rojo is aware that the Dire are aware thanks to his wards. He will not get caught cutting. That does mean, though, the wave is coming in. But the time has been bought. There's only 30 seconds left for Bloom to have 2 lives. And again, that might not be enough time.
Let's do an item check. Okay, Legion almost does blink if they or BKB, sorry, if they finish it. Rojo's kind of close to Axe. Lion, probably nothing soon. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Yeah, okay. I feel like everybody's kind of going nice and expected items.
Yeah, really nothing too wild and crazy, which makes some sense, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nothing super wacky going on here. I
With
wonder
the-
why Rojo's going to Q or going the Ags.
it's a farm game. It's definitely a farm game right now.
Yeah.
Seems like second Aegis will be the thing we're looking for, but that's going to be a while. Mid lane, X Mark, Boat, hits Buffles, Blink hooks out from Hobbs, Snowball does not save. Suddenly counterplays is there on two, though. Aurora is dead, but the trade might be for Hobbs. Stampede comes through. It's time to run. Rojo looks for a new angle. Cole is being kited around. In comes the Luna. Who pops BKB and the ulti. The duel is there, and the Kunkka has fallen. An absolutely massive kill. And now Aurora, he's fought back. He's in the front lines once again. Shackle hits on the Tusk. Tusk will die back. But the trade will be for the Venomancer. In comes Tia. Does not find the stun in time. Blink away by Hops. Blink away by Dops. It's still time to run as fast as you can. Blink in by Rojo. He will pursue. Bloom looks to play this high ground, baiting further, looking for a shackle. Sees Legacy, sees Rojo. Rojo blinks in for the Rubik. Rubik is low. Legacy is low. Rubik is dead. Hobbs is dead. Legacy's still fighting. He's still alive. He brings down Bloom. That's a full 5-man wipe. A huge run up the high ground. Succeeds marvelously for Buff Buddies.
I think it's really awesome that they came back. Or like, yeah. But I think it must be really. I would feel really bad if I was Dire right now. I would feel like I would be like, oh, I don't know how to push it right now because like they couldn't push it all during their Aegis, right? And like this Luna just got like incredibly fat. I think like, they can like totally win the game. To be like, I think they're totally still in like a fine spot. Like when this Luna doesn't have BKB, there is a ton of tools to crowd control her on crowd control her and kill her on Dire. They have like a lot of really good crowd control. But it must like feel like I would feel really like suffocated when I just like kind of wasted my whole Aegis. Yeah.
You
Luna
grab
was
the
gonna
Aegis,
buy,
and then in the next 5 minutes, you literally lose 3/4 of your lead gold-wise. That's incredibly tragic.
Yeah, and you get like one tower or something. It doesn't feel good.
Well, I mean,
I
technically
think
one
Legacy
tower...
should buy.
Oh, you're saying?
I feel like Legacy should buy defense items. I don't know exactly what, like maybe Satanic or like Butterfly or something. But I feel like Legacy like is not gonna have a problem shredding like any hero on Dire except for maybe what's the one hero? Centaur. Every other hero's gonna die really fast. Like this Kunkka is not that tanky. Like he's kind of tanky, but he's just not that tanky.
I guess at that point, killing Centaur is probably not your job, though. You have other jobs. You saw in the last fight, Luna did a very good job with Kunkka, who's also quite tanky, but apparently not tanky enough.
Yeah. And like if Wind doesn't kill you during her BKB, like it's like, gonna be kind of hard for her to kill you. So like, yeah, I don't know. I hope Legacy gets like try to get like more defensive and just like live like a BKB to Wind ulting. They made so much money off this. Like the Legion has a halberd now. Like it's crazy like how poor they were like 10 minutes ago. And now they have BKB halberd. Oh, and they got the Albie tunic too. They really have a lot of evasion.
And they're even smoking up on 4. It's everyone but Rojo inside the smoke. Rojo will show mid.
I wonder if they're gonna make their way to the Aegis, like the Roshan pit.
Yeah, Roshan can be alive. But the problem is Roshan is going to spawn incredibly late. That is nearly a full 11 minutes on the respawn, which that certainly adds a layer to this entire situation timing-wise. Looking at Radiant Vision, they now see the Windrunner, the perfect target. Show BKB, which is then dual Sonic Wave hits onto. Down goes Bloom with a counterplay. Boat hits, Aurora to fall. Eclipse has been used by Legacy. He's looking to fight. Dire looking to kite. Dops goes down. Buffles is slow. Everybody's low, it appears right now. Rojo blinks in, looking for the Venom. Venom's brought down. Cole's being kited around. He'll attempt the TP. It's not going to work. The Yules from Rojo will cancel that one. They hex up Kunkka. They bring him down. It's an ultra kill for Rojo. Fire flew. Hobbs was the lone survivor. It ended up being an absolutely disastrous fight for the Church of Carl Deakins in the bottom lane.
So, Am I crazy? Or I think so. You see the war and ping badge on the map?
No, I cannot. Describe it.
Oh man, you see the ward Radiant has on that hill where they fought?
All right, there, yeah.
Yeah. So Dire, like Radiant placed that ward during the fight, right? Like that actually could have been like that fight was so close to being good for Radiant. If let's say instead of or being good for Dire, let's say instead of them finding Bloom, they found like Centaur or something, right? Like Dire already had a ward, like a perfect ward for that team fight. It was like actually really tragic for Dire that they found Bloom. Because had they found another hero, they would have already had like a perfect ward to like just play the team fight on. Yeah, like that fight was like, even though it like looked like kind of like a stomp, like it was actually like I think a lot closer, or it could have been like a lot closer than it seemed.
And you know what they say about that, Andy?
I don't. You
What?
want to tell me?
What can you do?
What can you do, Hedger? What can you do? Sure, Badger, sure.
It is Roshan time,
Looks
and
like both
long
teams are
last
gonna
he
fight for it.
spawned, yeah.
Dire's coming. I mean, I think they can. I think they still have ways of killing Luna. Like
Dyer's,
when
they see Tusk. They see Tusk. They're going for the pit instead. Hobbs goes in the pit. Buffles is low. Buffles will BKB and run away. In blinks Rojo. Everybody's erupting. Hobbs and Legacy both go down. Luna buys back. Buffles tries to man fight. He certainly will fall. So it's Lion and Luna both buying back. And at this point, we're looking for a new angle on the fight. Cole and 80 are looking for new positions behind the Roshan pit up into the north now. So you force out 2 key buybacks. Roshan's still half HP, by the way. So this is fascinating.
I don't know if you were watching, but like the dagger, the Ag's dagger on Windranger did so much damage to her. Like she was like half HP and she was just like slowly dying to the dagger.
That's not good for Windrunner, not at all.
That was a. I'm not sure what Radiant should do. Like, it feels really bad when you use your buybacks and you don't like immediately try to take the Aegis, because now like if they like try, let's say they try to contest the next Aegis, right? Like it's like.
That's so long from now, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if they try to contest the next Aegis fight, like, yeah, I don't know. It feels really bad. It feels really bad to use your buyback and not try to take the Aegis in exchange for your buyback.
It's one of those things where you now have this key win condition as well, where so Luna's got no buyback, and she's got no Aegis, and you've got the Aegis. So
I don't know how they're gonna push though. Like
problem solved.
I think the game is like gonna go past Aegis for sure. I don't think they're gonna be able to hit unless Legacy gets caught outside of his base. I don't think they can hit high ground. I think they need to. I think Dire kind of needs to take a fight outside of Radiant's base. I think Radiant's really strong in their base. They have like Blink, Tusk, or Blink, Ags, or not Ags. Blink, Tusk to save Luna. They have Legion. Like they have so many tools to save Luna. Yeah. We'll see though. We'll see. But I expect this game to go way past this Aegis because I just don't think Dire can hit high ground against this lineup right now.
I think Jim wants to join, by the way.
It doesn't bother me. If you want to invite him to the call and you can stream or something?
Yeah, well, let me, okay. We're now being joined by, Mr. Professional Player, Salacious Sea Lion 62, aka Salvador Salmon 37, aka Starbird Shark, aka Rook, aka Jim. How are you in this fine afternoon?
Drugs!
Alright, cool. Hold that thought about drugs, though, because Cole could get... Never mind, I thought there might be a Yule's play from Rojo, but Rojo's just not there. He's over here. Guess there is a Yule's on Big Dave, though, so there are multiple ways to Yule's Cole.
Good call, Jim. Good call.
And you've been watching this game, Jim. You've seen some wild and crazy action so far.
Have you been following the game, Jim?
I've been watching a lot of it.
Okay, do you have any thoughts? Any commentary?
Yeah, when you throw, it's really bad in this patch, as I always tell people.
Oh yeah, you have been saying that a lot.
That when you're ahead and you lose 1 or 2 team fights, like the game is just completely reset.
Because
I say this a lot, and then people are like, "Oh no," and then you look at net worth graphs, and then it's like, "Oh yeah," and that's really all there is to it.
Yeah.
Not that complicated. It's really not that complicated.
If you were a betting manager, who would you bet on winning this game?
Radiant. Dire's mentally collapsed.
Okay. Dire mentally collapsed. Okay.
I don't know if all of Dire's mentally collapsed, but I can just feel it. Like I don't know, Andy. I don't know how to explain it. You just like
The map looks tight. The map looks tight, Joe. That's why.
yeah.
When the map looks tight, people ain't feeling good.
Ooh, Stampede forced out. They want to go on Buffles. Buffles read the situation like a book.
This is a game where you were up like 5K at like 5 minutes or something like insane like that, and it's like, and I even dragged down into the dog pits, and the dogs are going bark 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 bark. You know.
Badger loves the dogs.
That's
What
what
do you
we're at
think
right
about that
now. You know,
analysis part, Badger?
that's definitely the point that we're at in the game at this point. It's come on, do you have that dog in you? You know,
Do you have that bark bark?
bark bark.
Venomancer players building team items instead of buying ags and doing the most damage on their team. Yikes.
Is it cringe?
It's
This guy
cringe.
plays just like the only player that actually plays Venom, so I trust him a little bit.
Jim, I don't know. Jim's Venom is really good.
My Veno is disgusting, Badger. I don't know if you saw.
When is the last time you played Venom?
Yesterday.
Badger, I played a lot.
This guy plays like 8 games of Venom a day. He's crazy. He's on some.
Badger,
He's
my
on
Veno
drugs.
win rate is really insane. Like,
I think Jim's a freak of Venom. I'm gonna say it.
Badger, listen, I'm gonna be honest. This guy's Veno is trash compared to me.
Bold words, bold words.
I
see
don't
a
know.
bold
Jim
siege.
wouldn't have said it if he hadn't brought it up, Badger.
That's fair. That's fair.
This ain't on Jim.
Badger, my Veno actually is really
Hobbs
disgusting.
blinks in and finds the Lion. Lion is dropping, but not dead yet. Purged by Buffles. Dire commit for the Lion kill, and they'll bring down to you. Meanwhile, look at Luna. In the Dire side base, both tier 3s have crumbled. Legacy's rallying out right now. Are Dire aware of what's going on? They're trading, certainly. Melee racks are low. Back to Legacy. He's taking both racks super fast. Melees are dead bottom. 80s TPing back, so they're well aware. But in goes Buffles, finding Bloom with the dual finger stolen news, but the Buffles is still fine. Sonic Wave brings down the Aegis. The duel, I believe, is won. Buffles will die. So will 80s. So will Aurora. Back to the Dire base. Legacy grabbed the full set of racks, killed the Veno, and left. So it's a trade of racks. Both teams took one set, and now Rojo looks to clean things up, blinking in for Hobbs, daggering Centaur. Centaur TPs away. And Hobbs will return. Cold X marked the Centaur. So we're going to see more action playing in the 4v2. Looking at buyback status, Radiant lack them. It's a lack of gold on 2 heroes, a cooldown for Lion. And it seems like the Church of Carl Deakins know it.
Yeah, I really didn't like that they tried to fight them there on Radiant. I think they could have just been happy with losing their rocks, Luna killing Veno, and then coming home in 5v4 or forcing Dire back.
This defense time. Melee racks are low. They will go down.
Radiant's respawn timers are really
Life
low,
near
actually.
tidal wave on Rojo. Rojo's lifted up, but he's not dead yet. He's silenced. He's again hit with a soul and finger and brought down. The trade is for Centaur. And now Big Dave has respawned into the fight. He's hunting Cole. Cole TPs. Will it work? It will. And he's going to return again. He's just healing in the fountain. But this is a danger zone. I'm not sure if you want to be here right now. This is a scary game right now.
I get some Kog'Maw analysis from Andy.
I like Rojo going E-Blade. It looks cool.
Oh, Bloom's hunting, but it's not he who was hunting, it's he who was being hunted instead! He tried for a solo kill, but instead he solo died.
That's true, better. Holy shit.
And then he tips
Ooh,
off.
Legion has ninja gear. That's pretty based. Legion is blessed right now, guys.
So does Tia, apparently. They find oh, Torrents! Perfectly timed Torrent, but can you stay alive on Kunkka? Big KB's on cooldown. Your team's not close enough other than the roofing, but he clipped him! Wait, do Radiant know he's up there? They warded. They know. The boat on 2! Cole turns it around! How is it even possible?
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
This guy is literally on crack. He's absurd.
Honest absurd is what I'm gonna do to Badger in the bedroom later. Sorry, I'm sorry. Badger, I'm sorry.
This is not like, guys. Do you think ninja gear should be in the game? Sometimes I
don't
think
know.
about it, and I'm like, ninja gear is crazy.
Ninja gear is crazy, bro. I don't know, Andy. Honestly, that's up to God.
I mean, they've nerfed it like 6 times and everyone's still taking it, so...
It's,
Yeah.
like, it's hard to not take it. Like you get it, and you're like, damn, I want this. That was a pretty sick combo.
Oh, sure, you're on the cliff. You cannot leave. You've got no HP. Surely you're going to die. And then he just didn't die.
No biggie.
Into the dire jungle, blink in by Hot Stampede has been used. Buffles will BKB. Rojo gets shackled by Bloom, but a good self E-blade from Rojo keeps him alive for the time being. Dops has a soul snowball to go in for Rojo. Rojo Sonic Wave hitting on two. He blinks away further to the east. Dops is still hunting. TP away. Is it successful? Yes, it is. A perfect TP by Rojo, just on the other side of those trees. By the time Dire walked around, the TP was good.
You guys know that Rojo is part geese?
Yeah, I could tell from the gameplay.
Oh, Radiant, they know the time is now. They find Hobbs. Tia drains some mana, and he's dead for it. Hobbs is half HP. Buffalo on the duel on Bloom, but can even win the duel against Bloom, actually. Hobbs goes down, but it trades for Buffles. Again, Bloom is low on the HP. Rojo looks for an angle. He's dropping. He'll Yules himself. Aurora goes down. 80 goes down. Rojo's incredibly low. Cole's incredibly dead. And now Bloom and Rojo are in a bit of a 1v1. Legacy cleans up the Rubik kill. Queen of Pain and Windrunner in the 1v1, but Lion breaks the 1v1 and fingers down the wind. That's a full 5-man wipe. And at long last, it is time for perhaps Buff Buddies to win this video game.
Go team. Go team. Go team.
I don't think the game is ending here, but I think they're going to be in a great spot. Because I'm going to guess they're going to have to use core buyback on Dire.
I think that who wins this game is up to God.
Sure.
Wait a
God is
minute.
Rojo, right?
One key problem, actually.
Mao.
Tier 2. Tier 2. There is not enough time to grab Brax.
What about Beer 2?
No Rex, Jim. No Rex.
Beer 2.
No Rex. And Roshan's still dead. They get nothing out of this, actually. Despite winning the fight, they get nothing.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why didn't they just push?
I don't know. Maybe they were scared of buybacks.
Maybe they were afraid of like Centaur buyback,
Okay.
Stampede, and just chase and like cancel their PBs or something. I don't know. I don't know.
If you hit
I'm genuinely confounded.
if you hit the pen with the Mao, then yeah.
I like a good argument, Jim. Good argument.
Thanks.
By the way, Roshan's still dead. It's been 2 incredibly long Roshan respawns.
Badger is the best player in this lobby. man.
Uh-oh. 80. Okay, 80 thought against that TP. That would have been a very dead Venom answer. The Dire did not see that, but he's like, you know what? I think I might die if I TP here.
Badger would never die, ever.
I played with you for 2 last seasons. I think I led the league in deaths one of those seasons.
Shut up, Badger. Shut up.
Either way, both
I'm
teams
gonna-
have smoked up right now. Hobbs leads the way for the Dire. They are looking on around at multiple
That is insane,
angles.
Jim.
Dobbs is separate from his team. Cole's wrapped around with Hobbs, blinking in, looking for Buffles. Rojo hops the Shibas. Buffles has been caught, but a shackle on Aurora. Aurora is incredibly low, but he uses himself. Dobbs goes down. Aurora's still alive. Eclipse has been used. A stomp on 2 from Hobbs. Aurora to fall. Tia is low. Fantastic runs from Cole. Once again, Tia to fall. Radiant collapsing. Buffles dead. Legacy dead. It's only Rojo Fireful against the world. It'll be 4v1 in this Roach attempt, the 3rd Roach attempt of the game. And Rojo, knowing that there's no fighting this, will instead just cut the wave.
Prove it.
Well, he's doing it right now. He's cutting the waves.
Oh.
Prove it, Badger.
No, but it's on the stream. He was right there. I'm drawing circles even.
Yeah, whatever you say, man.
And he's always pulling this shit.
So true.
Roshan taken, Aegis to Bloom, Cheese to Cole, Aghanims to... Where did the Aghanims go? Wind? I went to Wind, I think. Maybe not, actually. Where did it go? I went to Veno. Okay, I went to Veno.
And you've changed, Badger.
Went to Veno. When did I change?
Fuck, I didn't have that prepared. Fuck off.
Have I beaten your talking points again, Jim?
Shut the fuck up.
This Rubik is so much more rich than like any of the supports on Radiant. By the way, you see this? Look at the support network.
Oh my god. Support network.
This is support. This is support gap, by the way,
I mean,
guys.
it's Veno and Rubik's so far ahead. I mean, the Aghanims from the Roshan certainly helps.
I'm gonna
Veno
be honest.
there, but-
I feel like I don't want to be toxic. I don't feel like.
Here we go, Sonic Wave hits on 2, it's dual
Cole.
Cole! 100 to 0, Hobbs is trying to play counterplay at this point, but you've lost your mid laner. What do you possibly do other than also die? Again, at this point, Dops blinks in, but what do you possibly... Oh, wow, great blink away by Hobbs. Meanwhile, the supports will end up... With a cancel Hobbs' TP! Rojo with a fantastic find! Dire supports are dead. I thought Hobbs was out, but instead, the finger brings down Centaur War Runner.
Did Cole
An
just walk
absolute
up, like,
disaster.
Cole just like walk up solo and die? What happened?
He walked up slowly, got Sonic waved, dueled, and got evaporated.
What were you saying, Jim, before this first started?
Oh, just I don't really feel like the Radiant supports just don't really like seem to be that impactful in the fights. But they were pretty useful. But also I don't know if that was just because like Dire just fed in really badly. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
again, oh, ooh, wait a minute. Bloom finds a solo kill on Buffles. That might help save the game, actually, because Buffles has no buyback.
Yeah, I mean, they have all their buyback surfs, they're fine. Like, they might feel painful if they have to buybacks, but they're fine.
Marriage with Badger.
Cole has a Radiance. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't.
When did he buy this like after his like?
Recently, very recently.
I think that's like really bad. Like
it's kind of cool.
It sounds cool, but like I don't think it does anything. Like I don't.
I think aside from the evasion, it's like kind of like a you don't like the Radiance damage is so negligible at this point in the game.
Yeah. Well, I feel like at this point you would just rather have a halberd for the because like the evasion I think is useless except for against Luna. Like I don't think any of the other characters like care, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like you'd rather just have a halberd or like a hex or something. I don't know. I don't
He
think it's
had a hex speed up at one point. Jim, does that make you sad here?
I see.
I think it's kind of fun, but I feel like Radiance, you're basically just buying the illusion at this point, this late to the game. The magic damage is like so negligible, or evasion, not illusion.
Smoke on 5 from the Church of Carl Deakins. They run through the river.
Do you think they pray before and after every game?
During the game, they're playing during the game.
Certainly possible. They're at the Radiant Tri-Camp right now. No catch yet. No, the smoke is expiring quite soon. Bloom leads the way. They could go for a bit of a sneaky play here, walking onto the Radiant high ground before Buffles is back. Focus fire on the racks. Rojo defends, but the melee racks have died. There's still equilibrium in this lane in favor of the Radiant side, but with the melees down, megas are effectively inevitable.
Radiant has really good heroes
Bloom-
for dealing with megas at least.
If Bloom has buyback, I think that Bloom should just walk up, like even into all their heroes and just try to take the range racks. Fuck it. I think if he BKBs, he could get it. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, no, I think he could do that.
Big Stun from Lion finds Hobbs, stops. Actually puts Hobbs inside the ice shard.
Deeper into the ice shards you go.
Okay, now we see Bloom locked in. He's got BKB. He's caught by Aurora and Rojo. X mark back by Cole. Snowball hits Hobbs. Rojo's doing a lot of damage. Both will hit the Luna, but Luna BKB is in time. Now Cole's fighting with the Luna. Cole's forced to run away. Rojo blinks in. Bloom's incredibly low, still has he's only one life actually. No, he's got 2 lives. What am I saying? Aurora dies, buys back. Cole goes down, and now Bloom is respawning with the Aegis. He's got BKB ready to go if he needs to use it. Hobbs is caught by Aurora. Aurora is going to end up killing the Centaur, it appears. Legacy and Buffles want to go in for the Windrunner. Centaur will get trapped by Rojo and Aurora and go down. Bloom will escape, it appears. He's in the trees TPing away. But again, a fantastic defense from Buff Buddies. They're holding on.
Maybe Radiant supports are just clutch, and I was hating too much.
Big D's the kind of guy, Jim, who he shows up in the late game. You know, like he's like, don't sleep on him, man.
I don't know the other person at all, so.
I don't know them either. Wait, I don't know them either.
Is that okay? Are we allowed to like blame them?
Sure. Okay, why not?
YOLO, man. YOLO. They didn't want to get blamed. They shouldn't have consented to being casted.
Yeah, true. Shouldn't have played.
What do
you think
mean
with
by
the
this?
What do you think with the Earthspike Cone, Jim?
I know what I said. It was pretty straightforward.
Jim, what do you think with the Earthspike Cone versus Finger of Death Talent?
I think that Spike Cone talent is usually way more useful.
Okay.
Like the Finger of Death talent, like I mean they have 4 finger, like it's 80 more damage. Like that just sounds worthless. Like
okay. Well, how many kills do you need to become?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
I mean, dude, AOE stun Andy, The stun radius looks smaller than it is. Like those like cracks where you think won't get stunned in, you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it reads like I agree.
Like, it's like the visual indicator is really fake on that spell. Like with
it's
the thing.
it's super fake.
It's not real.
You stun in the whole cone, not at the.
Yeah.
Actually, reading it is like it's like wow, like this should be worded better. Whatever.
Yeah, I think it'd be cooler if he just sent out a line of like 5. You know, like there were no gaps, Andy. You know, like he just sent out like the wall. The wall.
Yeah, like Gara.
Wouldn't that look cool?
Like Gara from Naruto.
Yeah. Wouldn't that look cool though?
That would look cool.
Back me up, Badger.
Yes,
Back
sir.
him up, Badger.
Certainly appears to be
Ooh,
the case.
Wininja is a mind breaker. It's kind of lit.
Here we go again.
Why
One
Badger
more
ever get married to me?
more 5-man smoke from the Church of Carl Deakins. Looking at Radiant, they did not see that smoke, but they see no hero. Something might be up suspicion-wise. It might be a little sus. But I guess you fight sus with sus.
You just called me
It's a
sus?
4-man... No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But 4-man smoke from Buff Buddies. They too are now smoked as 5. Thanks to Rowe joining the smoke.
Did he call me sus, Andy?
It's a bit
No.
of a... I did not. I
No.
called... Not important.
Let's
Okay,
talk about this.
It's a 5v5 smoke situation. Almost mirrored
Oh,
movements
bro, they're not
right
even
now.
in. Yo, dude, Dyer could just ram their.
I think Bloom should just ult this.
Yeah,
this
Bloom,
thing
just
here.
fucking do it, bro. Just do it, bro.
Here we
Oh
go.
my
It's
God.
focus fire time, and well, Radiant used their glyph. That is
Honestly,
the glyph
I
on
think Bloom should
cooldown,
just
though.
BKB and try it, dude. Like, fuck it,
Yeah.
you'll win the game if you get like.
He has buyback, right?
He's waiting for the X mark. X mark is there. Blink
Ew.
in by Rojo. Looking for the
Just
distract.
BKB.
Stampede is used. Rojo has been caught, and Rojo be forced to use himself. Megas have been secured. Hobbs is fighting. Legacy will BKB in Eclipse. Centaur is dropping, but is forced away. Now the duel. It's useless at this point. Windrunner will finally go down. Cole will TP. That will be successful. No! It's not successful. The BKB ended. Rojo time to right. And that'll be a dead Centaur as well as a dead Kunkka. 4 dead. All 4 have buyback. There's no time like the present. Running down
Honestly,
the mid
I
lane.
think Radiant needs to buy a rapier on Luna and get their waves in one time and just go for a YOLO push. Like I don't think that they're like maneuvering their like way through a Mega's comeback normally. I think they like not normally. Like I don't think they're like finessing a win. I think they need to just like run it down into Dyer's base. They still have both of their they have both their tier 4s, right? Like I think that Radiant just needs to like play to win. You know? Or like just like yeah. I think Legacy just needs to buy a rapier and man up. What do you guys think?
I agree.
He has bots, Jim. It's not looking good for your Radiant or your Rapier theory.
Rojo has bought a full Octarine core.
I don't know what to disperse her, but I guess it's to dispel one. When are you just gonna have her dispel?
Dude, I really think he should just buy a rapier and we should just try.
So Luna will push in this bottom lane and will BOT to his team. Only key problem, there is no glyph. If Dyer can somehow cancel that TP by killing the creep, that would be a disaster. Fennel will respawn naturally. The cores might need the buyback. Dyer used their glyph. Legacy now arrives. Hits Thorax. Thorax certainly will die. At this
Like
point,
if he had a rapier, all these towers would already be gone.
you're right. Oh, they're not going to go for the tier 4s.
I
Oh, no.
really don't. Dude, I feel like you should just gamble, like, cause once they get their waves back on your side, like you're just so fucked.
You're trapped. I mean, even though you have the 2 lanes mean nothing at the Megas. Pesky tier 2. Big problem.
Also, they might have good ways to clear megas, but Dyer has really good heroes to catch you. They have Centaur and they have Wind, right? Like, and Kunkka to a lesser extent.
Oh, Hex. On Venomancer. The follow-up is lacking. Stampede comes through from Hop, looking for Buffles perhaps. Rojo blinks in for the Dire side backlines. It's Chaos once again. Veno goes down. Wind Waker from Rojo Fireflu. Veno buys back again, blinking away, back towards his team. Cole walks in, gets stunned, didn't BKB in time. The duel is there. They're going on Cole and bring him down. The instant buyback. Aurora is dead. He's got no buyback. Lacey's being kited, but he still has his BKB ready to go. Hobbs is running, juking, trying to hide. Rojo blinks in, boldly, triumphantly, Windmakering further. Hobbs is so tanky, but nowhere tanky enough. The Lion is dead, but look at Centaur. Centaur is so low, but now Legacy's incredibly low. It's BKB's on cooldown. He buys back. Everybody's buying back. Buffles runs in, blinks further in. Rojo is doing so much work right now. Bloom is low. Hobbs is low. Hobbs to fall. Bloom to fall. Both buy back. Cole returns. The two-man turret. The boat as well. Fantastic from Cole. Catching Rojo. The chainsaw is perfect. They bring down Rojo Fireflu. He buys back. They'll head to Tia. That'll be a dieback on Lion. Holy! So many buybacks, so many kills! And now the Church of Carl Deakins heading to the Roshan pits.
Not one. Now is not the time. Badger's doing play-by-play. Excellent work there, Badger. Good job.
It's absurd, absurd Dota game. I have to cast 4 more games still. Or sorry, 5
Are
more
you
games.
casting our game next?
Yeah, I'll be late to the game though, because the series is clearly...
No, you're not.
The series is very clearly running
Let's
late,
delay our
Jim.
series.
No,
I want Badger in my game.
don't care.
I'll be there when I get there, Jim.
You know I have a propensity to cry in these situations. Is that what he wanted to make me cry?
I don't want to, but you might have to.
Bloom, wait, Bloom is buying an A on this. Is it based or not based? What's our Aeon take on this, guys?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
It actually might be based for once, which
I
is
honestly
very
think-
rare.
I just wish someone had bought a rapier. Like, I don't know, man. I
Like
like
Is that
that.
good
I-
news?
like-
Yeah,
like
Lancey
someone
just
bought
bought
one,
one. Yeah, he just
Thank
bought one.
God.
Legacy heard your prayers, Jim.
Rapier Luna with Conda is disgusting, by the way, guys. Like go watch how
Is
much
it,
damage.
is it just one shot on Q or something? Let's find out.
Blinking by Hobbs,
It's gonna
finds
be doing
Rojo. Rojo. He's
Alright,
being
Hobbs is
caught.
in the
He'll
target.
Wind Waker at this point. Duel is there on Rubik. Rubik's somehow. Okay, now Rubik's dead. Sonic Wave hits on two. Rubik buys back into the game. Rojo blinks forward, looking for more. Wind is half HP, but still has 2 lives. Cole will refresh. He's still got that cheese ready to go. Finds Rojo with the stun. Another torrent, another bolt. They're locking down Rojo. He's half HP. Punch. Distracts for now, allowing Rojo to blink away, but it will cost Aurora his life. Legacy mans up, looking for Hobbs. Hobbs is low but not dead yet. Rojo blinks in, looking for Centaur. Centaur will go down. Centaur has no buyback, and now Bloom is very low, looking for an angle, but the illusions are killing. Rojo blinks in, it's 1 life lost on the Wind Ranger. This could be an absolute disaster if they can kill her again. But she does have BKB, she'll walk away back towards 80 and Cole. And now Dyer
Yeah, I'm gonna be
again,
honest,
they
I
can't
don't
finish
feel
it.
like that Aeon did anything there.
Possibly not.
Marriage to Badger. What Badger? Gonna start yelling at Andy again? Think that's funny?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's minute 60, by the way. Minute 60 in
it's
this
not.
game. So I think you know what time it is. Rojo blinks in, by the way. Runs into Bloom. He's forced to Beaky, but he's got duel. Lincoln's blocks the duel. Sonic Wave will hit. Blinken once again by Rojo. Bloom. It's 1/3 HP. Windmaker forward by Rojo. Fireflu. But this blink off the mark.
Rojo is done with this game, man.
He's
like,
still
I'm ending
going
this
in.
shit.
He's still going
Who
in.
wants to end the game?
He finds a Wind Waker on the Veno. Veno gets daggered. That will do a billion damage. E-Blade take on 1 more dagger. I think Veno's dead. Yeah, Veno's dead with no
Dude,
buyback.
heroes- Oh, they don't have a dude. They're getting fucked by the Wind Ranger illusion on their wave. Like,
Okay, 60 minute intro. 60
not a
minute
single
intros.
player on Radiant was pushing the mid wave. What the
60
hell?
minute, 60 minute intro, guys. 60 minute intros.
60 minute neutral, 60 minute neutrals, right?
Is there any like really big ones? The Mirror Shield's obviously like really good.
Look at the Seer Stone on Cole, by the way. That's a lot of cast range. Giant Ring
Giant
for
Ring on
Bloom.
Bloom. I don't really get the giant. I don't know if I like that.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
Wait a minute. Dyer have not hit neutral creeps in literally forever. Hobbs got a tier 4.
Yeah, I saw that too just now.
Oh, what's Rojo gonna get? Force boots. Ooh. Mirror shield
Shield
for the
Legacy.
Lagoose.
That could be really big if no one pops it before the wind goes on him.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Let's say you're BKB'd on Wind, and you get Shackle Shot. Does that cancel your Lincolns or no?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
You're
Okay.
saying
Right?
Wind is BKB'd and then they get shackle shotted.
Luna's BKB'd, and they get Shackle Shotted. Does it break her mirror shield?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I have no clue.
This radiance just seems so random to me.
You think it's gonna get rid of its engine, or is it staying
I don't
below
know,
the
man.
engine?
I hope so.
You hope so.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh man, this game is a never-ending story.
Dude, this LC has gotten a lot of dual damage now. Oh my god, 330.
I didn't feel that
Dude,
high.
if the LC got an AC, they could probably backdoor through backdoor protection.
Man, what's their damage count right now? Oh, it's really high.
Yeah, like if they got an AC, they could probably like solo backdoor the game.
Yeah, I have no clue. LC's like 25 talents hard.
No one knows, Andy. No one knows. That's between LC and God.
There
Let's
we
say
go.
Yahweh,
Smoked
sorry.
back towards the Radiant base we go. They see Legacy. Oh, Manta and walk away. Opportunity called. But it did not connect.
Dude, I think like you should have a satanic. I feel like these bots should like I feel like you should only
Yeah.
slot in the bots when you need to like TP somewhere. I just feel like you want all your stats, like as much chance of living as possible.
I agree. I
I
agree.
mean,
Jim.
unless he's trying to backdoor, but it doesn't look like they're trying to backdoor.
No, it does not.
Yeah, I think.
Liberal.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Here
Oh,
we
I'm
go
sorry.
again. The X Mark Bloom, who's looking for an angle, sees Luna. Mirror Shield is popped. Hobbs blinks in, finds Aurora. Aurora is the one hero with buyback, by the way. If the mouse dies, it will be fine. BKB from Buffles, BKB from Legacy. Clips is Pops. Hobbs is lifted away by Dops. Wave connects on to 80 to fall. Luna is being kited around right now. Her BKB is over. Can she still fight? Half HP, still dropping, gets purged by Buffles, walks away. Rojo is deep in the dire back line, by the way, fighting for blinks away back to the west. So only Venno dies. Once again, blink back in by Rojo, trying to fight further, Wind Wakering forward. We're going to see a TP in, Luna TP's into the Queen of Pain. They want to go on Centaur, Centaur's a mirror shield, still walking away. Rojo once again blinks forward, daggering Centaur. Boat gets dodged by the Wind Waker, X-Mark will be there. But again, one more blinking by Rojo. He's causing so much chaos. Hex on Hobbs. They're finding Cole as well. It's going to be both
Rojo's
of
like
Cole's
out of
going
mana.
down. Hobbs is dead. Cole will successfully escape, and now Rojo has found the Rubik. I'm not sure how you can possibly live here. He'll attempt the Wind Waker, but there's just too many Radiant heroes. Far too many of them, and there's far too little life on Rubik. So 3 down. Bloom might go for a bit of a miracle play here. He is so deep in the Radiant base. Do Radiant know he's here? I don't think they do. The Ancient is exposed. Can he kill this? He's got BKB on cooldown. I'm not sure if he can.
I mean, there's a fort. I really doubt he's gonna kill it. He doesn't have. He has buy. Okay, even if he messes up here and he dies, he has buyback. Oh, this is actually this strategy is kind of cool for the sake of backdooring. Actually, that's kind of cool.
I do think that Bloom should go for it. By the way, once the Radiant.
Yeah,
fight
I think you should
happens.
just get the fort, die, and like even if it buys back, like it's fine. Like he can end the game in the next one if they want a fort. Yeah, I'm with Jim. Because they really they just need to get the fort once and they're fine. There's no refresh. There's no towers. Like
He's thinking about it.
I think he should go and get the fort. He has his buyback.
Just go,
like,
bro. Fuck it.
Bloom, we believe in you, man. Bloom, you got this, man.
Bloom does not believe in himself. He's just walking back and forth doing absolutely nothing.
I feel like
right
this is
now.
one of the things where you're too afraid to fuck up. Like if you fuck up, who cares, bro? I don't know.
At this point, now Rojo will hit the tier 4s. One tier 4 is dead. He's hitting the other. Bloom returns to the Dire side base. Centaur's alive in 5. It'll be a 4v5 fight. Dire playing with the 4. Look at Venno. He's in the back lines. T4 again under duress. Hobbs Plays Vanguard, Blink in, Stomp Legacy, Aurora has a snowball, BKBs are pop the plenty, boats are on the way, Stampede is there, the boat will hit on 2. At this point, Lion and Aurora, they're both dead, Cole top and the duel will be there, finally move the Aeon, that's the same for the time being, boats are still flying around right now, Bloom's gonna be low, everybody is dropping, Bloom is dead, he'll buy back, Hobbs is low, there will be no buyback on the Centaur War Runner. At this point, Radiant are low, they're looking for the retreat, X-Mark, Wind Waker, is it time to
Wind Waker.
right? Yes, it is. Rojo blinks away. Cole could not find the timing.
To be honest, I thought he messed up the Wind Waker, bro, but I was wrong. Yeah, I feel like if Bloom was just trying to backdoor there, like, the fight wouldn't have looked much different, but they might have, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I still would have been better.
Oh, Rojo goes in, finds 80. 80's barely alive. They'll turn to Cole, a more important target. 80's still dead, by the way. Cole gets dueled. He gets brought down. He does have a buyback, but it'll be a 3v5 defense. It's not impossible, but it's very, very hard. It's Rubik, Kunkka, and Windrunner against Legion, Tusk, Queen of Pain, and more importantly, the Luna. Luna still has BKB on cooldown, however, so there's no BKB Rapier at the throne option right now. Bloom leaves his base, going for the Luna. Luna's fine for the time being, saved by an allied Wind Waker, I do believe. Bloom's looking to run, still Wind running away. Radiant pursue. They see him. He's trying to fight. He's got BKB in 3, but he can't live for 3, and he's got no buyback. And now, look at the Radiant base. Cole is there, trying for a miracle, but you do not have the building damage you need. Force boots forward by Buffles. There is no duel for 2 more seconds. He's trying to buy time. Let the creeps hit. The creeps are doing very, very little. The duel brings down Cole. That will be a dieback. Back to the Radiant base. There are 3 hitting. Dops is trying to save. But it's literally this Rubik. Centaur now finally respawns. Stampede has been used. Substomp hits Tia. Tia might end up dying here. But how do you kill the more important cores? Rojo is hitting the Ancient. Hex comes out stolen by Rubik. Used on Queen of Pain. Rojo blinks in, going for Rubik. Rubik saves himself. Throne still being hit by supports. Hobbs wants to go in, gets Yules up in the air, dots again, stolen X one more time. Throne is so low right now. And Bloom accepts the inevitable. GG is called. Game 1 will go to Buff Buddies in 68 minutes.
Crazy game.
Oh shit, my computer. That was a crazy game. However, I think Jim and I have to go to play our LAD series now.
Yep. Sorry, Badger, we gotta leave. Do you hate us?
It's not your fault this game went as late as it did. I mean, it started like 20 minutes late, and then it lasted for 68 minutes, which is a real it is what it is situation.
I'm gonna go join my team Discord.
I said
this
we're
was
sorry.
honestly kind of a dope game though. So
Yeah, you guys do that. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
good luck in your cast, Badger.
GL on your games. I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
I'll see you as soon as I see you, okay?
Thanks.
Bye now. See you, Jim.
I'll miss you, Badger Mal.
I'll miss you too. So, that does mean that, we are going to cut to a break, I am sure. That was only our first game of the day, and it was pretty good. The lobby will hopefully be up again soon for game number 2 of the series. And then we can cast game number 2 of the series. It will mean that we will be late to the start of the second series. Our second series of the day will be the series between aquatic soldiers, semi-aquatic soldiers, and Royal Star. However, we're going to be late to that series thanks to this series being incredibly late runover wise. Which is unfortunate. It is what it is though. On that note though, I'm going to save my voice, grab some water. We'll see you again for game number 2 of Buff Buddies versus the Church of Carl Deakins soon. Yeah.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick. Luna. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Tide Hunter.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for game number 2 of the Church of Carl Deakins versus Buff Buddies. Sorry for no draft analysis. Had to go to the bathroom, grab some water, and sort of physically and mentally recover from that pretty epic game number 1. I've lost my co-commentators because the game is run for so late that they have to play their own series. Which is what can you do right there? Either way, though, we do have the end of this series, and I will be staying with this series unless the game gets so out of hand that it will be better use of my time to jump to the other series. Yeah, they're getting in the party right now. I'm about to get in the lobby for their series, so they'll be running about. I am supposed to cover both the series, but obviously I can't do that anymore. But yeah. Assuming this game stays competitive, I will be sticking with it and not going to the other series.
Dire team banned.
Probably they marked the wins wrong because what can you do sometimes with Dota 2? Sometimes you mark the wins wrong. Leave an entire draft to analyze. Bans. Venomancer, Dragon Knight, Lion, Void, Windrunner, OD, Doombringer, Wyvern, Venge, Timbersaw, Meepo, Invoker. First pick Hoodwink, responds Nyx Assassin. Second phase pick Luna, then Shri Centaur, then Jakiro Tide, then Troll Warlord. So Luna will now be on the other side of the equation. Tide was banned out game 1. It is not banned out game 2. That is something notable to mention. I think Nyx and Hoodwink are also banned out game 1. We're seeing a pretty similar style of lane into this Luna. We saw some Luna Centaur game 1. We'll see again Luna Centaur, but now the roles flipped. It will be Bloom playing the Luna and Buffles playing the Centaur.
Radiant team pick.
1-0 Buffles. You'll see. You'll hear that in 2 minutes. Gek. I'm just yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Last 2 bans, Puck and Storm, so there are a number of good middle laners still left. And Queen of Pain, not banned. Ember, not banned. Void Spirit, not banned. It's certainly possible we see a number of those selections picked. Kunkka isn't banned either, so... It once again will be Cole with the counter pick. Rojo picking blind. Again, knowing Rojo the way I know Rojo, I suspect a Spirit. But if he does go with Spirit, it's not an easy game to play it. You are playing into Nyx, that's a stun. Multiple stuns at that. Jakiro, that's a stun. Tide, that's a leash. Maybe you do go with a more tankier option that's fine as being locked down over and 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 over again, because especially after last game, the sort of theatrics, the Houdini bullshit you pulled last game, the Church of Carl Deakins will be very insistent on ensuring Rojo is not allowed to play Dota 2 the way he did. Mind you, he is Rojo. If Rojo wants to play Dota 2, he will. And it is a tankier option. It is that Death Prophet, again, very tanky spellcaster. A hero you can definitely centralize your draft around in terms of team fighting. And that maybe the name of the game here is, get vision with heroes like Tree and Hoodwink. Have Centaur lead the way, DP right behind. Perhaps play as 4. Let Legacy acquire key items to 5-man with, and just try to tempo play the Luna. It's going to be a pretty epic cooldown versus cooldown game. Again, big cooldowns on both sides. Ravage, the big one for Hobbs. Exo, the big one for Rojo. There is a bit of reserve time left on the, apparently reserve time not needed. Cole will be opting for the Zeus. So again, these are definitely drafts that are going for two very different things, which is interesting. A conflict of styles. One good thing that happened game one that I'm quite sure the Church of Carl Deakins will look to replicate, and inversely, Buff Buddies will look to prevent, is the way the laning phase went. Laning phase game one, absolute great time for the Church of Carl Deakins. The safe lane was an absolute slaughter. The off lane might even been a bigger slaughter. Mid lane was going pretty well for Rojo until rotations allowed Cole to get ahead. So in the end, all three lanes went pretty well. Two were outright won. One was being lost but was turned into even if not a win for Cole. So that's something you have to be cognizant of if you're Buff Buddies. Again, you've got this Treant Protector, notoriously good laning support. Perhaps that'll be the idea to help Legacy out, but you are laning into Tide, who is not bad into the Treant Protector. I've played both sides of the matchup. I'm fine playing Tide. I'm fine playing the Tide side more than on the Tree side. If you... Nope, I'm going to hold that intro for when the pause stops. Apparently Legacy needs a minute and Cole needs a second. We're seeing exchanges of tips. Feels bad, man. No one hears me. What if they did see me? No, I don't. I don't know, chat. I do apologize for the dead air. I try not to have the dead air in situations like this. However, sometimes you have to save your voice. I've got 4 more games still, so I had a very full slate yesterday, and I got a little bit loud in the first game today because, you know, epic games, 68 minutes, all this crazy and wild stuff, Rojo this, Cole that, wow, it's crazy. So, yeah. It is what it is. Apparently, Dota Plus already favors a dire draft, 55-45. I thought that Dota Plus loved Centaur DP, but apparently not. Not anymore. Used to. Oh, hey, it's Neff in my chat. Hi, Neff. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I, too, have a quarry to settle right now. With these pauses. You know, I'm guessing he's here because Dream League's paused. It's like, oh, my good friends. Badger's casting. I casted with him yesterday. Let's see how his stream's going. Oh, it's also paused. Good news. Pause has ended. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of my first series of the day. We're over 2 hours in our first series. It is game 2 between the Buff Buddies on the Radiant side, who won game 1 in epic 68-minute fashion, and the Church of Carl Deakins, who have, again, lost a nail biter. They're now 1-4 on the tournament. They need wins. They are certainly at risk of being eliminated in the group stage, as things currently stand. I'm looking at the standings. I'm hearing a lot of pings. Nothing important, I don't think. So I'm looking at the standings. They're not in last right now. Wait, no, they're tied for last. Because both of these teams, Buff Buddies and the Church of Carl Deakins, are both 1-4. The winner of this game is going to be in pole position to grab that 4th and final playoff slot. So this is kind of a must-win game for both teams. It's not technically must-win, because the other series will also matter still for both teams, but this is a must-win game. They're both 1-4. It's now or never if you want to start winning Dota games. Good play from Dops. Secures that bounty rune. There'll be 3 bounty runes for the Church of Carl Deakins. Yeah. Yeah. So mid lane is DP versus Zeus. I don't know who wins that lane. A little bit surprised that Rojo did not opt for a stick level 1. I'm sure he'll buy it relatively soon, but Cole, as expected, is casting spells, as he is indeed a Zeus. Cole has more damage by a lot, actually. He's got 10 more damage, which indicates that Cole might be in a good spot to win this lane hero-wise, but Rojo indeed has a higher MMR. Over to bot lane, we see Tree Troll actually doing a pretty good job so far of ruining Hobbs' day. Only one problem is there is indeed Dops cutting the wave. It's in a bit of a weird spot right now. Hobbs will TP back to the T1 tower, securing this wave, but look at the HP on Tide. Tide is not safe quite yet. Sal was forced out over to top lane. Real Dota 2 happening here as well. What is this? Hoodwink and Centaur Warrunner versus Jakiro and Luna. So certainly a lane where we saw a lot of that lane last game. It went very well for the Centaur, but will it go again in that same direction with different supports and different players? Different Luna, different Centaur, different supports in the lane. So this could change everything. I'm looking at Big Dave in his Treant Protector form. I do believe that Big Dave is, despite Bronze tier, I think he has some more games. I think he might just not have Dota Plus or something, because I think he has more games than what Bronze tier would indicate in the hero. For those who don't know, Big Dave is Aurora. We call him that because his name is David, and never seen him in real life. I'm assuming he's quite large, perhaps tall. But first blood bottom lane drawn with the help of Big Dave, speaking enough, funnily enough, but goes the way of Troll Warlord of Legacy. That is the Yukon duo right there. Both these players do play for the Yukon Collegiate team, so and strong collegiate team there. Mid lane, looking on back again. CS relatively even, 15-1 versus 13-2. Not a significant lead either way for Rojo or Cole again. Rojo tanks the tower. He's looking to use his body. Use this, wait. He's actually only has 1 more armor if you get him outside of tower range for Cole, but oh. I just missed the kill. They brought down Jakiro. Jakiro's dead. Meanwhile, Treant Protector's manning on up right now. Or should I say treeing up right now? Either way, he is just... he's doing tree things as it currently stands. Really.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Again, there's really nothing too crazy CS-wise in two of the lanes. The one lane where the CS is a little bit crazy is this bottom lane. It's 24-4 on Troll versus 13-0 on Tide. That is a somewhat significant gap in favor of the Troll so far. Maybe I predicted this lane's outcome a little bit wrong. I was, maybe it's a matter of supports where, again, this Nyx is not going to trade that well into the tree, so it makes the entire situation a lot easier. Mid lane again, we have seen one of the 4-minute water runes go to both sides so far. Top lane, Tia baits in 80, pops a huge stick, a huge wand, I should say, and survives. And that's good bait there. 80 wanted that kill, saw blood in his eyes, but it turns out the blood was his own, not the hoodwinks. Now we are back to our regularly scheduled farming. Yeah, it's funny how Rojo is just bullying Cole, yet Cole's still CSing perfectly fine. Again, Arc Lightning, it's got a very long range. I missed another kill. I apologize. I really do. That is Buffles dead at the hands of 80. This time 80, again, went in, secured the kill, instead of dying. Going in for Tide, that's a hard kill to get, and the Impale is perfect from Dops. What was a very low percentage kill turns into a 0% kill, which, well, that's not a kill. We're seeing action in the Dire Jungle, 80 versus Tia. They're both rotating for that minute 6 rune. And it will end up spawning bottom. Dops grabs it away from Rojo. Dops is low. One more hit will do the job. Unless it misses uphill! Oh no! Rojo pops the Exo, looking for Cole. Cole used the jump. Rojo's running forward. 80 will dual breath, hitting Tia. Impale hits Rojo, but it's too late. Cole is dead. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Rojo wants one more. He's got no siphons, but has the wand. He'll wand. He'll Crypt Swarm. He'll right-click. He'll secure the double kill. So DP, sure. If you're Rojo, you're upset you lost that rune. That was his rune by birthrights. But he certainly got good exchange, good compensation for that rune. 2 kills. One of them being on Zeus. Somehow Nyx, who was an uphill mischance away, an uphill missed hit away from dying, is still here at this rune. Aurora walks. Oh no! If he actually didn't do that, that Nature's Grasp, he's dead to Zeus's ulti. But if he didn't do that Nature's Grasp, that actually could have been a rune snipe, because there was no mana for Impale, and there was actually correct. I don't think he had Ice Path yet. I don't think he had level for Ice Path, so there was no stun. Well, the only way he could have gotten stunned is to do exactly what he did to trigger the lower mana cost Carapace, which is very unfortunate if you're Aurora. I don't think that he knew how low Nyx was on mana, though, because if Nyx is playing normal mana, I'm sure that's the right play to make, but alas, Nyx had low mana. And the other Wisdom Rune went the way of Tia, nothing too shocking there. We're seeing Bloom get a little bit bullied out of the top lane right now. The tower's not dead. It's not even all that low quite yet, but by this point, Luna walking up could be a disaster. Back to the river. It's minute 8 rune time. Cole grabbed the Arcane Rune. Rojo only has 1 Spirit Siphon. To use it on Dopsu, Carapace into Impale. Dual Breath is as well. We'll kite around. Tia TP's in, backing up his middle laner. And his middle laner remains alive. Back to top lane. There's no longer a hoodwink thanks to the pressure relieved by the mid lane action, allowing Bloom to return to actually hitting creeps. Meanwhile, bot lane, Hobbs doing a good job of just staying in this lane. This is a rough situation to be in 1v2, but again, Tide is indeed a watermelon. Quite a tanky fish. Very hard outer shell, and And 3 points in Kraken Shell, so no points in Ravage. It's a 1-3-2 skill build, which is specifically skilled to stay in this lane. Again, if you're Legacy, you don't really do all that much damage into 52 damage block. You throw in the Anchor Smash debuff, and you're just not doing really damage. Zeus ulti comes through mid lane, almost kills 2! But Rojo will remain alive thanks to the Spirit Siphon heal. Tia is very low as well. D-Ward comes through, but Tia is going to end up taking down that dual breath. So secures the D-Ward, dies for it. It's only Hoodwink dead.
Radiant's courier has been
Girl.
killed.
He killed 2 couriers! Not 1, but 2 couriers killed by Dops. The one of the Treant Protector and the one of the Troll Warlord. I don't think there was anything all that important on either courier. I didn't actually check, but they are both dead. I mean, not only is it a gold infusion, it's a morale win. Killing couriers is just such a huge morale win. You get that, you're sitting there like, yay, I did it, I killed the courier, and then they're sad because they can get items for the next 2 minutes. Mid lane, Rojo popped the Exo once again. Cole's still fine though. Dops TP's in. 80 walks in. Ice Path hits on both. 80 will deny the illusion rune. It'll cost him his life. He'll back up out before he dies, however. So it's a dead Jakiro. But he died for a good cause. Or at the very least, he died for a cause. Whether or not that was a good cause, I suppose, is a subjective point of contention. Rojo will Atos mid lane on Dops. Looks towards Cole. Looks back towards Dops. The tower's taking damage. Impale hits. But the returning Ghost on the Exo will fully heal up Rojo Fireflu. The tower is about 1/3 HP. Hobbs has put a 3rd point in Anchor Smash, so still no Ravage. This is definitely a farming-oriented build. Getting this 3rd point in Anchor Smash to primarily contest these 2 stacks over the more active Ravage, which I'm sure will be still at the very latest at level 9, possibly at level 8, but probably level 9. This depends on whether or not Dire want to make a play with Ravage like right now. Go on and perhaps after these stacks, play mid, play bot. And that actually will be the case. So it's level 8 Ravage skill. It's a 1-3-3-1 build on Tide. Bit of a sampler there. I like it this game. I like the build. Mid lane again, we're still looking to apply the pressure. We're still looking to just take this mid T1 tower. It's DP leading the way. No Exo still, but Exo not needed apparently. So a little bit of chip damage is needed here. And there are Dire side defenders, but I'm not quite sure how much defense they'll be playing. Cole actually TP's in. Again, 80 will die here on the east side of the fight, but it does mean the tower's not taking the damage. He wanted to once again deny the rune from Rojo. This time Rojo finally gets his rune. Had, Dobbs at the minute 6 rune, 80 denied the minute 8 and minute 10 runes. Rojo finally gets his rune. He XD's in the chat. He's one happy death prophet right now. Oh man, you love to see it. If you're a Rojo fan, you'd definitely love to see it. Where were we? This ancient stack actually has not been taken yet. Rojo is aware of that. Hobbs will look to fight this. Ravage is available. Creature's still alive. Stampede has been used by Buffalo. Ravage hits only on 2 into the Thunder God's Wrath. Dire split their attention. Rojo Crypt swarms down Hobbs. Rojo's incredibly low. The Exo ends quite soon. The regen is active. Bloom is dead meanwhile as well. It's an absolute disaster. It's 3 kills for the Radiant. Zeus is dropping. Dops has saved him for now, but it might cost him his life. Legacy's rotation was absolutely fantastic, and as a result, it's 4 kills. 2 going to Troll, 2 going to DP, and they'll likely secure the remainder of this stack as well. If you want to watch the other series between Royal Star and semi-aquatic animals, this is good news for you. So, yeah, I think both carries TP into this fight. I think Boom TP Legacy walk in, and Legacy is just out of control right now. He right-clicks Jakiro to death, walks away. Zeus ulti is on cooldown. This is incredibly bold the way Legao is playing right now. But it's paid off. And again, that was something I mentioned in the draft. It's going to be the idea. You play this up-tempo style. You play with the DP. You play with the Centaur, who hasn't really been anywhere but top lane so far. But Centaur, he's buying his items. He already grabbed this top T1 tower here. And with the mid T1 tower also down, there's some real potential that Radiant will run the train here. Again, you look at this this farm situation. It's a 5,000 net worth lead for the Radiant side of Buff Buddies. They want this 2-0. They want to be in pole position to grab that last playoff slot. Mid lane, Atos, Siphon finds the Zeus. Cole is backed up by Dops. Carapace, Vendetta have been used. Mind Flare on top. Rojo's out of mana, but he is very fast. But move speed will not secure the kill. Atos, Acorn shot, Bushback to follow. 80's being gone on. Thundergod's Wrath hits Tia, and everybody for that matter does not kill Tia. Now we see a dive, Buffles gets stunned, Overgrowth hits the Zeus. Zeus is down. 6,000 net worth lead for Buff Buddies. With the XO active, I think we know what time it is. Where is the wave? Okay, there is no wave. Because there is no wave, this T2 tower will end up being fine. Bro will actually TP in for the Tide. There is a TP cancel in that Atos. XO is going to be active for, what, about 10 more seconds. That should be enough XO to bring down Hobbs. Crypt Swarm hits, Atos to follow. That'll be a dead Tide. Meanwhile, Bloom solo killed Tia, who was still hanging around the Dire Side Tri-Camp after that fight, despite being very injured. Not sure if he was trying to either ward or... That's an old ward, so I'm not exactly sure what he was doing, but as that happens, I entirely missed a Tramp Predictor killed top lane. He was... Again, it's looking to farm, apply a little bit of pressure, get some XP, and I suppose it might be a trade. 80 is being gone on by Legacy, but with the Cole Zeus backing him up, he's now forced to walk away. He's got the ulti. He'll probably be forced to use it here. His team is on the way. Jakiro down. Legacy will ulti, looking for Cole. Cole jumps away. Legacy is in a little bit of danger. Let's heal off the creep, stops. Looks for Vendetta. He'll use it. The Impale Fall. That will be a dead Troll Warlord. A big kill to get, but in comes Rojo Fireflu. Again, he's got the Siphon. He's got the damage, and he's once again killed his mid lane counterparts. He'll move to Tide, who just respawned after dying to Rojo Fireflu. And Rojo's like, you know what? I know I just killed you. I want to kill you again. Problem is, no XO, no Siphons. It'll be right clicks and Crypt Swarms, which will not be enough to bring down Tide with any level of ease. And as a result, there will not be a kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mid lane, Aurora walks up to perhaps ward, perhaps sit in the trees and leech experience, but he was spotted out by the Dire Observer Ward, securing a very easy kill for Zeus. Looking at key items right now, where are we at on Luna? So, Luna is going Yasha into Manta into BKB, so no Parasma quite yet. This is very similar to the build last game from Legacy. Not too shocking there. Again, probably BKB into Parasma, I guess. We'll see. Buffles. It has no Blink Dagger. He'll get one eventually. This is going to be a very delayed Blink. Vendetta has been used. Looking for Centaur. Clips has been committed. You know, it took a lot of effort, but they did manage to bring down the Centaur. And that's one thing. Centaur hasn't really been that involved in this game so far. He's played a very farm-heavy game in this game number 2. Rojo, top lane, pops the EXO. Looking for the T2. Looking to perhaps even kill the Tidehunter. But again, it is Tidehunter. A very tanky hero. Who returns to a much easier to kill tier 2 tower where Troll is just slapping it away. So it is a trade of towers. A T1 for a tier 2. However, Dire do want to get that second T1. They're at the T1 bottom. They want to parlay that into a T1 mid. The illusions are hitting it. Its living armor healed by Big Dave. 80 has the liquid fire. He's trying to help kill the tower. Bushwhack cancels his TP. The tower's still dropping, but it's not dead. Rojo will use that siphon. He's still hitting the tower. He's trying. But I don't believe it ends up dying to this liquid fire. It'll be close, but it should be alive still. Yeah, it is. 3 HP. 3 HP. As a result, Big Dave will heal that one up. But they do need to mind, say, some rogue Luna illusions. Bloom could easily, say, position over here. Send the illusions there and try to finish it. But it is healing up fast. We're seeing pings both bottom and mid. Might see multiple pickoffs break out. The one mid is first. That will be Aurora going down to Nyx and Zeus. Seems like Radiant wanted to go on this Luna bottom. They instead double-backed mid. Atos hits the Nyx. Bushwhack hits the Tide. Sharpshooter is getting channeled. It will be there on nobody. A little bit off the mark from Tia. It was a very hard kill to get anyways, but with the Sharpshooter missed, it's certainly not going to happen. Man, Dire, they see Rojo. He's powerful. He's probably still the strongest hero on the map right now. And they now see Rojo rotate on this ward in this southeastern direction into the Radiant side jungle. As a result, Luna wants nothing to do with this. He'll head to his own tri-camp. Mid lane again, it's Aurora playing defense, 80 playing offense. He wants to finish the tower desperately. We're seeing TP's bottom, Jakiro's included, so it's going to be a full 5-man action bottom from the Dire side, the Church of Carl Deakins. Radiant, the buff buddies, they only have 3, and there's no great TP spot. It's a slow TP to the outpost. We're seeing a pincer from Nyx scouting things out, but the remainder of the team has opted for a more passive Tormentor take. It's secured. The Shard will go to 80. Back to Nyx. He's still scouting. He scouted out the TP of the Troll Warlord, though. So that gives away the information that Radiant intend to go for Roshan. That is what they're doing. Looking at Dire, though, they're not positioning to go to Roshan. They do not have any smokes left. They're not walking on over. Radiant think they should contest. I think they should contest, but they're not going to. I mean, this is Scan specifically oriented. Smoke as well. This is to spot out a movement from this sort of direction or that sort of direction. It'll be free, though. Absolutely free. I guess there's a tower that's dead mid lane. That is a T1 for Roshan trade. Not a good trade. 2 lives for the Troll Warlord. And again, the play is obvious. You bring it on in bottom, you bring it on in mid, you focus these 2 tier 2 towers, and after you do so, you run the sweep. We're seeing it now. Radiant are beginning to bring in the waves to prep for the sweep. They want to get more information. Again, we do see Ty playing bottom, countering that pressure bottom from earlier. Dire see an opportunity. They see Troll alone top lane. Radiant around the rendezvous, but they're a decent distance away. It's hard to kill Troll twice in that time. Nyx shadows him. Still scouts things out. Looking at Radiant, they have they don't actually have that much detection right now. Or really any detection. Wow, that's... Huh. Regardless, Rojo goes mid lane, pops the EXO, wants that tier 2 tower, and he will claim it. The defense is simply non-existent. And it will end up being a free tier 2. And Nyx is still scouting. Confident Radiant don't have sentries. There are some Dire sentries giving him some information in that front. He'll go for Tia. With the Dagon Mind Flare combination, they'll bring him down. He'll TP away, and it will be successful. Radiant did not have enough vision to get the Atos on him in time. Only play... I don't even think that Centaur was in range of enough stomps, so there's just no way to stop that one, I don't think. So in the time that Radiant brought down that tier 2, Dire applied a lot of pressure in this direction, bottom lane, so again, perhaps they'll bring it back, they'll head south, they'll push this out, but as Radiant make this movement, again, we see Hobbs, the counter pressure, pushing in the top lane. The entirety of the Church of Carl Deakins, they're applying the counter pressure. So sure, Radiant are getting what they want, but they're not getting it quickly, and they're not getting it completely freely. They're losing a bit of map farm for it. Gonna pour some water out of my flask. 1 second. Put up a graph for you guys.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, the water has been poured from the flask into the glass. Legacy was hitting the tier 3 tower during that one. I guess the camera was at the wrong spot, but again, that's a successful movement bottom. Not only do you grab that tier 2 tower, you get a good bit of damage on this tier 3 tower. And again, it's not dead yet, but it's a much softer target at about 1/3 HP than it was earlier. We see Nyx, again, scouting, finds Tia, but the Impale was late. He wanted the full combo, could not find it. I'm not even sure if he necessarily even needed the Vendetta hits. Maybe Impale, Dagon, Mind Flare might have been enough. Tia is very, very squishy, but he probably did need the Vendetta damage, so what can you do? Bot lane, Stampede has been used to allow Legacy to run down Hobbs. Buffles runs towards Jakiro. Hobbs pops the Ravage, but this is a hard evasive maneuver to pull off. Sharpshooter is there to break the tide. Time to fall, and we still see Buffles running down 80. He sidesteps the ice path. Necropire will prevent the blink from going off, but in come teammates. Bushwhack is there, not that it's needed because the hoof stomp was there. So it's 2 dead. We see 1 cut wave from Cole. Problem is, there's still another Radiant wave coming in. Both Radiant and Dire Glyph. The wave will not die, importantly. So Dire needs to somehow kill this creep. The one creep to save the day. Aurora will end up dusting the Nyx, missing his ulti, but as that happens, Rojo runs down Jakiro. 80 is dead. That's 2 down once again. That's a dieback on 80. As all of that happens, Luna is playing top lane, looking to counter wrap, but he is not going to go fast enough. It's already a melee rack's dead. Now it's a range rack's dead. This tier 3 tower is just fine. See Radiant move mid. The one key problem is waves. Where are the waves? Bot wave is just absolutely nowhere. Mid wave, it's not in the right spot either. So again, between the Luna and the Zeus, they did a pretty good job of limiting the bleeding. It's only 1 set of racks, but that's still a lot of sets of racks to lose at minute 27. So the concern from this point is, if you're playing Dire, what exactly do you do about the relatively inevitable play that is coming in that Buff Buddies will grab the second Roshan and then they'll win the game? How do you stop that? I'm building an idea in my head, and that is, again, if you throw everything in perfectly, you've got a lot of lockdown and a lot of damage. So, you've got Ravage, you've got Jakiro everything, you've got Zeus, a lot of AoE there, Nyx got the Impale. If you can somehow catch one of these 2 cores before they use buyback, and you can catch a teammate as well, then we're talking You know, that's the sort of opening salvo you need to really stop this from going poorly. Because you need to kill these heroes right away. If you don't kill DP right away, she pops the BKB, uses Siphons, uses Exo, uses even the Eternal Shroud act. It's not even an active anymore, it's a passive, but just a little I know about Eternal Shroud, but yeah, you look at Roho, he's a very tanky hero with the Kayasan, with the Eternal Shroud. Not easy to kill. Legacy, again, high armor. He's got a ton of armor. And if he doesn't die immediately, he'll BKB, he'll pop the ulti, he'll lifesteal on up, and he'll be a huge problem. So there really is no great target to go on. He needs to burst him before the BKB goes off. But again, that's much easier said than done. Is really a lot easier said than done at this point. I guess there is Centaur, but again, Centaur is tanky. He too is Eternal Shroud because the item's pretty good. Ay ay ay. And hypothetically, you can drag this game out, play a sort of split action map game. We've been seeing a lot of that from the Church of Carl Deakins. You put Luna out on these missions to put in the mantas, push in the waves. You put in Zeus on that job as well. You put Titan on that job, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a winning strategy. It's simply a strategy at this stage of the game against these heroes seems to be one that delays a loss. What you need is a big team fight win, and perhaps that's how you're going to do it, is say you apply pressure in the side lanes. You then drag back a TP, and then if you recognize the TP has happened, you fight 5v4, you throw in the salvo, Ravage, Macropire, Zeus Salty, Eclipse, you do whatever you can to fight. But it's still difficult. Because Tia is playing Hoodwink and has a Maelstrom, he can be that D-push guy. And sure, if you D-push away, you're missing Sharpshooter in the team fight, but it means that all three big important cores and the Blink correction, the walk up slowly overgrowth play are there in the team fight still. Rojo walks up. He's got no Exo, but he just kills the Nyx anyways. Nyx has no buyback, mind you. P3 tower down. Rax under attack. Melee is the target. Exo is available in 7 seconds. Overgrowth hits on 2. His 2 cores have been caught. Stampede, Hoof Stomp, Counter Ravage comes through. Eclipse on top. They're trying to fight. It's desperation time. Buffles is taking a ton of damage. He pops the Lotus to walk away. And the Rax once again crumble. Rojo is taking a ton of attention. Legacy BKBs walking in, walking out. They'll now head for Megas. Blink in by Hobbs, Gush on the Troll. The Troll still has ulti. Rojo's ulti is active for about 1/3 more duration. Aurora is going to attempt to TP. It will not work. So, again, relatively conservatively played engagement there for the Radiant. They're actually walking away on most of their heroes. Rojo's looking to still play points. Looking to play more Dota 2, and they might try to punish that one. Legacy has been caught. Impale is there. He's dropping. They need to kill him. Oh no, he gets the ulti off. It's battle trans. It's Dota 2 time. 2 dead. Legacy is the trade, but Rojo can clean things up. Buffles may die to Hobbs. Hobbs' Kraken Shell ends up helping secure the kill on Centaur. Luna is silenced, dropping. Has about 1/4 HP. Rojo is simply running down the Luna. Atos is there. We're out of Siphons. But more importantly, we're out of life on the Luna. Hobbs will get away, but again, what a disaster. So at this point, yeah, we're just waiting for next Exo, perhaps. We're also going to walk in before the Exo is even available. We're walking in 3v3. Siphon's 80. 80 is low. Crypt Swarm hits. He's trying to get away out of his Macropyre. Aurora walks into the Macropyre, overgrowthing only on Hobbs. Stampede gets used. Zeus ulti there to bring down the Hoodwink. The trade is for Jahiro, so again, Cole needs to do a lot of damage. Buffles blinks in, Hoof stomps Tide. Cole dodges that one. Aurora's courier is dead. Rojo's still running in. The Tide Shard keeps DP in place for the time being. Atos will hit. Buffles still runs in. Rojo has waited out that Tide Shard anchor. Hobbs and Cole are both quite low. In comes Legacy's respawn into the fight. Rapid leader hitting all 3 cores. Cole is still alive, but in comes the Exo. In comes the BKB. Cole is hiding. Hobbs is hiding. Hobbs will end up going down. Rose all the way to Fountain, almost killing Cole. Tyler buys back into the fight. Hoofstomp is there. They need to kill the DP. DP's incredibly low, and they'll end up killing her. Big kill to find. And now Legacy, he's got no teammates. He's got to leave. A disastrous fight for buff buddies gives the Church of Carl Deakins hope. That's another 4,000 gold going back, and Megas were not secured. It is Rack's bottom. It is Rack's top. But it is not Megas. So with that in mind, we are going to look at this second Roshan of the game. DP is dead for 40, Centaur for 10, and the Church beeline their way bottom lane. The Sentry Observer combo scouts out Nyx. That gives away a bit of Dire's intentions. But the question then becomes, can this Roshan be stopped? It's dropping very fast, and I'm not sure if it can be. Already half HP, the defenders of Roshan are simply not here. Radiant scan, but Legacy will look to counterplay. He's going to go in for the tier 3 tower. He's got the BKB, he's got the TP. He'll use neither when needed. So that's a minor amount of T3 damage in exchange for a banner and an Aegis. The latter of those items, of course, going to the Luna. And again, we see a Luna getting very close to this Kanda item now. And that is the item we were looking at. Might have said Parasma on accident earlier, my bad, but this is the item we're looking at for Luna here. No shocker about that one at all. As that happens, we see Dops again with a solo kill on Tia. So, a dead Tia once again. It'll be a 4v5 push. You're pushing into Aegis, and you're pushing down a number, and understandably, buff buddies will say, wait, this is a bad idea. Let's not do this. So they leave. We do see eyeballs towards the dire side Tormentor. It's not going very well. Looking at dire vision, they do not see it. Therefore, it will end up being free. That was a decent bit of damage on Centaur and Shrimp Protector, but again, there was no great opportunity with the positioning of the dire to go in and stop that. It is a free shard for Aurora, so Aurora has to be happy with that one. He's purchased a gem. He now has a shard. He can now become Nyx, kind of. I'm actually a little bit surprised he has not purchased a Blink Dagger. If I were playing Shree in this game, I certainly would be buying a Blink Dagger, though. That's kind of true of every game I play Shree and Protector, to be fair. But in a game like this, with these really split fights, these really spread out fights, the Blink Dagger would really have helped him a lot. Mid lane, range racks go down. Ravage is used on 2. Trolls being caught. He'll BKB in time. He'll battle Trance. Exo comes through from Rojo. They're bringing Legacy under these tier 4 towers, but he's just so powerful. Jakiro buys back. Tide dies. There is no buyback on Tidehunter. And it will be Megas very soon. That's Megas secured by buff buddies. And I was concerned for a brief moment that there might be a comeback. But that comeback has been blunted entirely. Bushwhack misses, not that it needed to hit. And again, Rojo's gonna leave. After a couple lost fights, they're going to play a little more cautiously, looking to perhaps fight outside the Dire base. They're sitting right outside of that base, though, so they're still ready to fight. They see Cole mid lane, they see Bloom mid lane, both of them walk away. Blink hooks out from Buffles, finds Bloom, Bloom is forced away by, I believe, Dops. Radiant will go forward, BKB from Buffles. Ogres will put him away by the next assassin. Cole's looking for an angle on the south side of the fight right now. Radiant see him, but a lightning up away before he gets caught. Legacy is half HP, no BKB, just got a battle trance once again. Dire see him. Ice Path misses. Legacy will sidestep. She's not even really a sidestep, just kind of stand there and walk away. Dodge out that one. And as a result, again, it will be a 5v5 when the next fight happens, but if I had to guess, buff buddies are content to wait out this Aegis. It'll expire in about a minute. And then at that point, go in 5v5. Tia, once again, will get 100-0. Never mind. I thought for a second Tia might not die 100-0, but it ends up happening. Buffles cancels the TP, though. Is that a long TP? It might have been. As a result, he's just... Never mind, he's still fine. So, thought for a brief second, Nyx might not be fine, but he was fine. Got his soul kill, 100-0 Tia for... like the 5th time this game gets away. Meanwhile, at the Dire side tri-camp, it's Big Dave and Legacy fighting. It's a 3-man overgrowth from the Tramp Protector. Legacy will BKB in the Battle Trance, but he's being kited around right now. He'll turn the Tide. Tide gets rooted. Tide might end up going down, but it's a rough spot to be in if you're Troll. Troll certainly will end up dying here. He'll fight with Luna. Luna almost died. In comes Rojo. Luna will lose 1 life, but it was going to expire soon anyways. Stops. Finishes off the Tramp Protector. In comes Buffles. A perfect hoof stomp to bring down 80 and stun Luna. It's the DP away by Cole, but now Luna is alone. He's isolated, and he's lost. But not for long. He'll buy back into the game, returning to the world of the living. It's currently a 3v3. DP, Centaur, and Hoodwink versus Luna, Nyx, and Zeus. With the buyback from Troll, though, that could be the difference. This 4v3 is suddenly in favor of the Radiant side. Exo has been used by Rojo. Cole gets rooted, died as Bushback, gets silenced by Rojo. Blink in my Buffles. They caught the Zeus. The Zeus is dead. He'll buy back instantly. Nyx will force Staff away, but he still dies in the fountain! That's a buyback from Dops now. It's still that 4v3. One tier 4 is dead. The other is half HP. Rojo is hitting. Legacy has no BKB. He's got no Battle Trance, but he'll have Battle Trance in 2 more seconds. Dops walks in. Can't find the angle thanks to the dust. Buffles is low. He'll go for the kill on Centaur. Centaur is low, but he's not dead yet. Instead, the throne is under attack, and it's going to end up being a Game 2 victory for Buff Buddies. A 2-0 win, a must-win series for Buff Buddies, was won by Buff Buddies. And if you are the Church of Carl Deakins, you are in a very, very rough spot. Your destiny is not in your hands. So as it currently stands, the Church of Carl Deakins sit at 1-5. They need to get some, not only do they need to get some wins, they need to get some wins against semi-aquatic soldiers. And they also need Buff Buddies to lose to Pocket Watching. This is the logical team that many prognosticators had perhaps winning this group, so maybe they actually can get a little bit of help on that one, but they still are in a very, very rough spot, and they are potentially going to get eliminated in this group stage. Thanks to this 0-2 loss to Buff Buddies. We now head to our regularly scheduled